Are live. Yes, sir. We are live. Here we go, man. You
What up? What
know,
up?
man, welcome y'all, man. Good to be back. God bless us to wake up and see another day. This episode we gonna dive in a little bit. Not the whole show, but we gonna dive in a little bit on something that's been on my heart a little bit. Self hate. Touch a few topics on that. If y'all want to chime in the comment section, ask a few questions or add in, you can. Link to join the stage is in the chat. Uh, what up, Brent? What up, Brent? I know you had. I know you probably. I know what you doing. So yeah, good looking for joining. But yeah, man. We back though. For another episode.
Go
Episode
around
three,
the other way.
man. I feel like the other last two episodes, man, was dope. How did y'all enjoy those episodes?
Denying control, I have no priority.
Definitely felt like there was
That was
something that
dope.
you tapping into.
Say it again.
I said I definitely feel like you're doing something different that we all can tap into. Definitely like the platform
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
the
For sure.
topics on the platform.
For sure. For sure. Okay. What about you, Bird? How'd you enjoy it?
Oh, for sure, man. I think it's an eye opener to a lot of stuff. Letting us see things from different point of views and all of that. So I think it's definitely pretty cool.
Go with your message.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think I, Brent,
I gotta run
I know
upstairs
you.
and get my cup. I gotta run upstairs and get my cup. I'll be
Go
right
ahead,
back.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Brent, when the radio come on, you could just mute yourself, and then come back in. But yeah, man, I think those shows was dope, man. Uh, last episode was super dope. Shout out to all the ladies that came on stage and joined the show, man. That was super dope. I think we got a lot of different insights from them. It was a good show to where it wasn't no arguments going back and forth. I feel like everybody was respectful to everybody's opinion. That was super dope, man. I want to definitely do that again. Battle of the Sexes too, and maybe we could let the ladies lead it next time. Let them ask us some questions and everything, and maybe Brina could get in the front seat or somebody could get in the front seat, and they could lead the way, and they can get us to comment more and ask us questions, things they want to hear our insight on and our opinions. But I really enjoyed that show, man. It was super cool. Um, even the first episode was super cool. But like I said, this is this is what we trying to build here, man. Just a platform. Yeah, I'm gonna mute y'all, whoever's in the background, and see y'all come. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay. Yeah, man. We trying to build something here, a platform, man. Anybody appreciate everybody that's watching right now. The link to join the stage is in the chat. If you would like to join the stage, just click that link, and you here. You can have your camera on, camera off, whatever. But join the stage. Don't be shy, man. We want people to feel free to join. Uh, the more people join, especially different faces. If you've been on the show just watching or in the comments watching, man, join the stage. Don't be shy. We ain't gonna eat you up or nothing like that.
We might.
LS, I see you. AB, who is that? Alan? Yeah, that's Alan, I think. Yeah, man. Sabrina's watching. She's still at work, probably on her way home now. But yeah, man. Okay, so how was y'all weekend, fellas? Or y'all week?
Oh man, it was pretty dope on my end. Um, I rode out in the King Day parade out here in Vegas.
I
I
saw.
jumped in
I
in
didn't
the
know where you was. Okay.
yeah, I jumped in the parade with all the lowriders and stuff. Man, it was pretty dope. Uh, my daughter was in. She was in the parade with her JROTC people with her battalion. So they led the parade, and then I jumped in with all the One Love members and the Dark Side Lowrider Club members. So it was dope. I mean, I'm not from a club, don't really care to join, but it was pretty dope to just ride with them. and a clown in the parade. My first time in ever any parade or whatever, especially on something like that. So we got to do the whole parade, batteries juiced up, hopping, three wheeling, and everything else all over the downtown strip. So it was pretty dope.
Okay,
So that was
okay.
like
That
a
was
highlight.
yeah. I saw that. I was like, man, that's hard. I didn't know where you was, but yeah, that was dope. MLK parade and all that with the Lolo. I seen you hopping and everything. That was hard, man.
I was trying. Them
Yeah,
cats
yeah,
out
yeah,
there is a whole lot better than me though. Like they really know what they're doing.
yeah,
They was making me look good though. The
yeah,
little
yeah,
That's
bit I
right.
was doing and all the good they was doing, I was like, yep,
yeah, yeah. What about you, NHL?
Man, I had a great week, bro. Like honestly, I hit you. I got positive energy, vibes. Everything been going pretty good in my life. Uh, man, I actually had a great week, bro. I actually had a great week all the way around.
Yeah,
A
yeah, yeah.
little bit what I did, man. Shit, just some basic daddy shit, man. Help build a bunk bed set. First time putting some stuff together with her kids and just going through that type of situation, building a bond. I took the kids out and her to eat. And man, like I said, everything has been pretty copacetic, bro. And I'm happy where I'm at in my life right now.
Dope, dope, dope. Brent, I don't know if you could talk right now. If you can, how was your week, bro? He probably yeah, he's still at work, but all right, man. Yeah, my week was super cool. Uh, except me getting sick. I know y'all hear my voice a little bit. I'm a little, I don't know. I went took a shower and I think I went out and got a sore throat and shit and just been kind of that shit been lingering since like Sunday or Monday. But
It's
shit,
that
I'm here,
season.
man.
It's that season, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. But this shit, I don't know if I ever had this shit for like four days like this. But they been sleeping and shit. I don't think it's nothing, no COVID or no shit like that. Cause I'm cool, like I mean,
Well, that's what I went through this week of seeing a blessing. I didn't catch COVID, but it was COVID in my household, bro. So that scared me for the first time. But the first time I was able to, let me hit my light back on. First time I was able to really see taking the test, taking that COVID test, it really felt like it really helped me out because I didn't get sick in my house while everybody else had it.
yeah, okay. Yeah, man. That's a blessing in itself to not get that shit. I don't want that. I did have it, back when it was going around, probably maybe about a year ago or so. Had it, got through that, but it was
Oh, you
cool,
had it
man.
before? I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I got that shit. Got that shit. The whole family had it except for Amir, and we caught that shit. And I don't know. I think the first couple days, the first 2 days after the second day, I was cool. The kids, I think that after the first day, they was outside playing basketball and shit. They
It really didn't
they
seem like
immune to
it.
shit.
It's more or less,
But
I
it,
guess, the symptoms I heard that she had a headache, certain shit, but she was still moving around and doing stuff like that, so I can relate.
but it was like the second go around of that COVID shit. I mean, it wasn't that. The second one they said it was a little bit lighter or something like that. So I don't know. But yeah, man, that's dope, man. That we, everybody had a good week, positive week. You know what I mean, so like I said, man, what I do want to get into, man, this week, is self hate. You know what I mean, and the reason being is I feel like up and down, like we as a people sometimes we're like our worst critics and our worst enemies, and I feel like that starts within. But it just didn't start that way. I mean, it's always been like that, honestly. From you from the women against men. That's all you see on social media. You go up and down your timeline, all you see is women against men, just arguments and debates and stuff like that. You got first we know a few years ago it was light skin against dark skin, and you got the gang culture, like that's a thing in itself. And I feel like a lot of these things, man, we watching it happening, but we don't really speak on it enough. It's to the point to where I go down my timeline, man, and see something happen, like somebody get killed, or like I was watching something, a lady lost her 14-year-old or 16-year-old son, and then The next day, her 6-year-old daughter was killed. I guess she found a gun in the house and killed herself. But it's like you
Yeah.
will see something like that, and then it's like, damn. You as a parent, you looking at that and you be like, damn, you be fucked up. Like that's fucked up. Like I mean,
Yeah.
and just for that moment, and then you will feel that you will have empathy and compassion, and then you will scroll up. You know what I mean? And then it's gone. It's
To
going
something
out your,
funny.
yeah, it's gone to something. Yeah, something else catch your eye or your attention, and then you just move from it. I don't know if that's we just immune to this shit now, seeing it in our face with social media and these camera phones, or do we,
$100%.
or we just don't care as much because it's like I go on out without I go on without my on with my day, and to the next thing catch my eye. Then I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Keep on scrolling. I go on the Ring app. 5 people got shot. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. It don't really affect us until it affects us, until it's happening within our families or our friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that shit is something that's not okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, that shit is not okay, and I feel like we got to stop ignoring that shit. You know what I mean? Um, I was looking this up. Self-hate meaning intense dislike of oneself. I feel like we are fucked up. I mean, we look at ourselves as a threat. We don't even look at ourselves with respect. And I feel like we look at ourselves like we love us, we love our culture, but we don't. Right? It's like the same way. I feel like we walk down the street. Right? Say if it's a group of us walking down the street, and we pass. It's 4 of us right here on this panel. We walk past another 4 white people. We might not even look their way. We might not stop our conversation. We might continue talking because we don't really see them as a threat. We don't feel like we got to worry about them. We might not even look them in their eyes. We might just keep on walking. But let that be for a black man. We gonna kind of tense up a little bit. We gonna kind of look at them, make sure everything cool, because we kind of don't. It's a distrust there. It's a we want to make sure they're not a threat. They can look at us and everything is cool. We don't trust them. And what is that about? Like why are we like that with each other? Why we can't walk past? Now at our age, I know at our age, we're like, how y'all doing? How you doing, bro? Like we kind of do that more at this age. But when we was younger, how it was. You walking and you trying to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Me, I make sure a nigga look me in my eye because I want to make sure I know what your intentions are. You know what I mean? Are you trying to hurt me? Are we good? Is good? We can keep walking. Okay, cool. But why it got to be like that with us? You know what I mean? And maybe that's something within ourselves. You know what I mean? But anything y'all want to add? I know I've been talking. No.
Well, I feel like it comes from when we were younger, the way that we may have been raised, and especially from junior, I wouldn't say elementary, but junior high school, when you really started to understand and going through that. Like you said, you may have your own clique or certain people, and you look at shit differently. I think the self hate comes from but then when you're not comfortable with yourself, and so you judging the next person instead of worrying about yourself a lot, man. And that's where I think a lot of judging comes through. And as Black people, it's something about that Willie Lynch that you think there's somebody doing better than you, or even just walking down the street, like you said, it's just some kind of it's something in our that's I wouldn't say inbred, but I definitely think it comes back from our DNA and bloodline. I don't think it just happened with our generation or our mom generation or pop's generation. I think this is something that's been embedded in us for a long, long time.
Mm.
You don't think that they went through stuff like this? Maybe our parents' childhood, group of Black men, or us, especially around them times, like when they were trying to unify us with Black Panther, Malcolm X, and them. But then, like it seemed like a lot of stuff changed after that. A lot of stuff changed. So that's just one opinion I want to give. Want to let Marcus run the flow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, huh? I mean, I don't know. I always feel like I always approach situations different.
Yeah,
I think it's the demeanor you approach a situation with, even with walking down the street, but definitely, like you said, if it's 4 Black men and 4 other Black men, it's going to always be tension until somebody break the ice. Uh, I don't know why it's like that, but it's always been. I feel like in our culture, and I can only speak for our culture because that's what we're a part of.
yeah,
Uh, we all want to be the leader. We all want to be the big dog. We all want to be the alpha male. So it's more of an alpha male and dominance complex that I think black men have that make them that way. Um, we want to make sure when we walk by people, they know we ain't scared, even if they ain't asking us if we're scared. We just want to let them know beforehand. Uh, stand tall, stick your chest out. Look at them up and down first before they look at you. Like, when we was younger, that's how people did it. I never really cared for that kind of stuff because my demeanor was more so if I'm aggressed, I become the aggressor. I've never really been an aggressive person just for no reason. But if I had a reason to, then it's different. But
But
I know in the past, like you said, with the Malcolm X more so mentality, or even uh,
Martin.
and Martin Luther King and the Black Panthers and things like that, they were more unified. They called each other brothers, and it was more about how you doing, black man, and how we helping each other and growing. But then classism changed. Uh, the economy state changed for different people, like whether you lived in certain neighborhoods or not. Then it became that classism. Is that what it would be considered, classism? As far as like if one person was in a lower class or upper middle class or middle
yeah,
class or whatnot, then they started to say, my kids go to school here, so they're better, or your kids go to school there, so they're in the hood or whatever.
Yeah.
So that had a lot to do with all that stuff too. So I don't know, man. I don't know how that could be different because it seemed like that's just the nature of man. I thought it was all men, but white men, you don't really see them aggressing each other like that.
that's all I was just about to ask you. You think they do it to each other?
I don't. I think they do it to each other
Within their own way.
with their own way. They do it with like monetary things, like my Porsche. I was driving my Porsche, or you know what I'm saying, or yeah, we just close on this, whatever. Not saying black people don't do that too, but our egos stand from our material things and our dominance as a person. Like when we have certain type of females, when we get into a certain class of things, we use that as a way to say our status. You know what I'm saying? Our status is what holds us up to certain plateaus, and that's what make people either hate you, love you, whatever. So I guess it just depends.
So
Mm.
LS, he said we were sold by our brothers. There will always be a level of distrust. It's true.
Damn, that's deep. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
some real shit.
that's true.
Yeah,
So y'all familiar with the Willie Lynch letter?
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I wanna we're gonna read city. Oh, you gone?
Uh-uh.
Okay,
I'm here.
so we're gonna read this a little bit, man. So it says this was Willie Lynch. He was a British slave owner. He came to kind of help the people in the U.S. Control their slaves or whatever. So he wrote a letter. I mean, he wrote. It's a longer letter, but some of the things that stick out is this: don't forget you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use dark skinned slaves versus light skinned slaves, and the light skinned slaves versus the dark skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks, but it's necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. That's that's kind of cold, right?
Beyond.
Uh, Also this they had this uh the N-word marriage. I'm not gonna say the word, but we breed two N-words males against two females. Then we take males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say one N-word female bears a N-word female and the other bears a N-word male. Both N-word females being without influence of the N-word male image frozen with an independent psychology will raise their offspring into reverse positions. So, you understand what that means?
A lot in a lot of different ways. When you say reverse position, as in
The one
different
with the
roles.
female
Yep.
offspring will teach her to be like
Yep.
herself, independent and negotiable.
Hear
We
me?
negotiate with her, through her, by her. We negotiate her at will. The one with the inward male offspring, she being frozen with the subconscious fear of his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak. but physically strong. In other
Mhm.
words, body over mind. Now, in a few years, when those two offsprings become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle. That is good, sound, and long range comprehensive planning.
Yeah,
So this stuff that don't just come from nowhere, man. This stuff was planned. You know what I mean? This stuff was planned. They knew what they was doing when they was doing it, and I feel like it's still affecting us today. Um, you can see it. You can see it within ourselves. We do it to each other. You know, like I said, you got the women versus the men, light skin versus the dark skin. You even got the old versus the young. And you make the women strong. You make the women strong. That's what you're saying now. More women are making a lot of money. They're bosses. They doing a lot of things, becoming independent, self-sufficient, to where they feel like they don't need a man. They came in and they tore the households up, and they took the man out the household. They embarrassed the men. They beat the men. They uh, you know, embarrassed the man in front of his woman and made him look weak. You know what I mean? And made her feel like she didn't need him. And
And
they
they
get a
used to
power.
embarrass them in front. They called it bucking. We don't have to get
Yeah.
into
Mm.
you know what I mean? And then they would do that in front of the
Emasculate him and
child.
everything.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. And in front of
The woman
the
and the
women.
kid.
Yeah. So and I just feel like that's what's happened. That shit was planned, and it was it's really like prevalent today and what's going on in today's society. But we got to start taking this shit back. All you see is online is hate against men and women, to the point to where I hate them posts where it be like, who should eat first? Who do you feed first, the man or the kids? Like, it's like I get it. It's like, it's entertaining, but it's just like, I don't know if do the other cultures have those kind of questions on their down up and down their social media and their algorithm. Like, we have these divisive questions and stuff like that, or topics or things like that. It becomes clickbait, and we get on here and we get to arguing. And even if to the point to where you feel like, man, I ain't about to get in here and say nothing, one of those is gonna irritate you so much to why you might even comment. You know what I mean? But it's kind of sad, man. It's kind of sad, man.
I got a
Uh,
question.
yeah.
Do you think that the Willie Lynch, although I know 100% it has a lot to do with the way society is now and has been, but in today's society, outside of just the basics parts of what that taught, do you think
You
that's the
froze up a
bigger
little bit, bro.
do you think that's the bigger reason on why things are the way they are? Like as far as men against women and women against men, I don't think that's because of Willie Lynch today. I think that's because of people. I think men have fucked women over, having babies on the side, cheating on their wives, starting new families openly, and the women just got fed up. Women start cheating more than men now, and they start having babies with other niggas in their marriage, and then they start having to work on their own because niggas didn't want to do shit. They rather stay at home and play video games and be, what I'm saying, potheads or something, or doing whatever else other than working and providing. So they had to step up. That got a lot to do with why things are the way they are now too.
Breaking up a little bit, bro.
So I think that has a bigger
I
part
mean,
to
I
do
don't
with
feel
it.
like every issue between men and women is the cause. I mean, because of the Willie Lynch
No, no,
thing,
no.
but
I
I do
know,
feel
but I'm
like
saying I think that has. I
psycho.
think we need to shed light on those things. I think that's a bigger part of why we have that back and forth debate all the time, man versus women, because it seems like a lot of niggas don't like women no more, and a lot of women don't like men no more. I mean, you
Well,
see everybody, all these women is gay now. They all going towards women more than men, or what I'm saying, cheating on stuff with that kind of shit. But it's like, what's the real under root issue? You know?
yeah, everything didn't start at. I mean, everything ain't because of the Willie Lynch theory, but you have to
No,
go back. You have to go back to understand psychologically how we got where we are. You know what I mean? Because I mean, of course, there's other issues, but those issues, like, that's individual issues. We can't fix every man and woman to make men and women just get along, but we do have to go back and find out where did we go wrong? Where did it start? Because you don't know where you're going until you know where you've been, and we gotta kind of go back and see what happened along the way. Because psychologically, like, we kind of fucked up. I mean, how we thinking? You know what I mean? How we think. You know what I mean? Not all of us, but I'm saying it started way back. Even with our parents, how they kind of they only had the tools and the knowledge they had, you know, and they got from their grandparents and so on and so on. And that's why you found, you know, most of us, I'm sure we probably don't even whoop our kids. You know what I mean? And
Shit, I
these are
do
things that, and these are
if
things
I
that.
have to.
But I'm just saying, yeah, I'm sure it ain't as much as
Like
many
when we
whoopings
were
as you
kids.
got. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's not as many women as I got because I lead with a different. Nigga, close your mouth. Uh, I lead with a different understanding than my mom did because you know our parents. Well, I don't know
Oh,
y'all
you
parents.
froze up.
My
You froze up.
my
You froze
my
up.
mother, huh?
Go
My
ahead. Go ahead.
mother
You
was
froze
a
up.
do as I say and not as I do type of parent, and I don't believe in that. I didn't believe in that when I was a kid. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't have a voice. If I had an opinion about something, it didn't matter because I told you to do this. Or if I felt like, you know, I was being wronged with the decision making going on with me in my life, it didn't matter because my mother was like, no, this is what you do. So because of that, I raised my kids different. I allow them to talk and verbalize their feelings, their opinion. They may still be wrong. They may still get their ass whooped after, but I give them a voice and a chance to tell me how they feel and what they believe was the reason or why this happened the way it did. They may still get punished. They may get a whooping. They may not get a whooping, but at least they had a chance to verbalize themselves and even them understand why the outcome is what it is. I didn't have that opportunity when I was a kid. You just if they said you did something, you got your ass whooped. If they mad at something, you get your ass whooped,
That was
and
it.
you go in the room and cry, and that was it. You could have did nothing wrong, but because they felt like that was their reasoning, they just whooped your ass, and that's what it was. And I think that was so unfair, and I think that's why a lot of people have very bad or poor relationships with their parents now that they're adults. You hear so many people now, oh, I don't fuck with my mama or I don't fuck with my daddy. Like that's crazy to me. But it's because a lot of the way things happen that you couldn't control then, and because you can control it now, you make the outcome. You know, we can make our own outcome now. So
Yeah.
Let me play this video real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all comment on that.
Oh, I don't get to say nothing.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you want to
I'm
say
just
something
messing.
now? Go ahead.
I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, bro.
It's a conversation that black women aren't ready to talk about. That strong, independent black woman mentality derives from slavery. Don't believe me? Watch. This is part 3 of our little series, The Making of a Slave, where we have British slave owner Willie Lynch speaking on methods on how to make a slave. So just a little background info. Here we have Willie Lynch speaking on the importance of there being a breaking process when it comes to the African male and woman. He compares it to that of a horse. Sometimes you'd have stubborn horses who wouldn't listen to their owners, and as a result they would have to tame the horse or break it to make it listen to its master. It says here, take the meanest and most restless male, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining males, the female and the infants, and tie each leg to a different horse faced in opposite directions. Take a bullwhip and beat the remaining males to the point of death. Don't kill him, but put the fear of God in him. By doing so, it reverses the relationship. She was once dependent on the nail, but now that she's left alone in her vulnerable state, she moves from a dependent.
Okay. So that's what City was speaking on with the you know,
The
bucking and
button.
everything like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
you know that
Real
that
Looper says so. We are suffering from a post traumatic syndrome. I believe we are. But go ahead. Oh, you had something to add to that, or one of y'all?
Nah.
Nope. No. No. No.
Nah.
I think what the lady just said right now, I don't think that has anything to do with the Willie Lynch letter, bro. I think the women of today
Well, she
and,
was speaking that was a part of
no, I
the
know.
letter.
Hold on. Let me hear that. That
Yeah.
was a part of something. See, but a lot of times people try to just like they do with biblical things. They find something that was correct or current to something in biblical, and they say it was because of this. That's not why women are the way they are today, because they weren't like that in our grandparents' ages or our great grandparents' age. They wasn't like that, so that wasn't true. It's true now because with the change of hands in like you spoke about earlier, with women being more empowered in business and jobs, having equality in jobs and all those things, and now women are in 400 to 500 companies leading them, or women are in higher powered or higher paid positions that they weren't able to be in before. That's the reason that things change, because now women are at an equal or higher plateau than some men, So they became to the point where it's like, well, other than penis, a man can't offer me nothing because I make 100-some thousand a year. Other than penis, a man can offer me nothing because I have a Porsche, I have this or that. So that has nothing to do with the Willie Lynch. That has to do with the independent
Mindset.
woman mindset that they came up with, and then believing that because they have these things that they no longer need a man to supply them with, that they're just as equal or more better than a man. And that's a lot of women across the board. It's not to say all of them, but a lot of women. But that ain't got nothing to do with Willie Lynch. That has to do with the independent woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? The new age woman that happened in the earlier, I don't know if it was in the 80s, because that didn't happen until around the 80s or after, because before that, women were still women. They were still cooking and cleaning and helping the household, and even being 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever. But now they can take care. They can buy their own houses, which was never a thing. They can buy their own cars, which was never a thing. They can support their kids with or without the man's help. They can even have babies.
You don't think that was by? You don't think that was by plan? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go, I don't want to.
Well,
Go
if
ahead,
that
Alan.
was
Go
by
ahead. Go
plan,
ahead, Alan.
if that was by plan, that would have happened with our great
Alan, go ahead. Let him go.
It wouldn't have happened 10, 20 years ago.
You're right too, but the only reason a lot of things happened that way is because they wasn't able to, like you said. None of that. You know stories about grandmothers staying with grandfathers because of certain things, because they can't. Where they gonna go?
Right.
That's what they say. Where are we gonna go? But if they had it, the mentality was already there. The mentality was already, if I had a way, if I had it, I'm gonna go. And some of them did. Some of them, shook the spot.
Yeah,
and
I think that was more so because of how they was treated, though. But think about it: a lot of the women were getting beat, and they didn't have nowhere to go, so they stayed. A lot of women had 5 kids they had to take care of that they didn't birth during their marriage, and they couldn't leave. But that ain't got nothing to do with Willie Lynch, is what I'm saying. That's the mentality of man.
Well, right, but that built the mentality of I don't need no man.
Right.
That's where the whole thing I can do bad by myself shit came from.
Do you understand that's a learned behavior though?
That's what I'm about to say.
Her not listening. Do you understand that all comes from how we were treated? That's the same reason our parents learned to whoop us.
But do y'all think not to cut you off, just to partake on this?
So you think they just started beating their women, and that wasn't learned behavior? Why you think you beat your kids or not beat them?
I don't beat my kids.
It came from.
That's not from that, bro.
Do you think our generation? It came from not having grandmas, like the grandmas, the pawpaws, and the real aunties, and back in the day that did try to bring that structure. And what I'm trying to say, like, there's nothing wrong with a woman being independent or they grind, but the part that you was talking about, where it's like no more like women love women, men don't like women, the shit you talking about. What I think that is coming from is like not having them roots of like when we were able to go to a grandma's house, or you had to be raised by a grandmother and a grandfather in those situations. So some of us still have that character that we got from them, but I think that some of that comes from the women and the men that don't have a backbone and structure from those type of disciplines as a child.
Yeah, I think that I agree 100%. But that's my point. I'm not taking away at all that the Willie Lynch isn't a part of our society, because 100% it is. Yeah. However, I think a lot of things are based off of the way people move. Like we're talking about the grandparents and all that. The grandmothers didn't leave. Yes, it was in their mind they would have left it. They could have, because who wouldn't leave if you're getting beat or you're getting beat up or you're getting disrespected or you're getting spit on or you're getting all these things in your home and in your marriage and relationship? Of course you would leave. If you was a man and a woman was dogging you out, you do the same thing. So it's not about the Willie Lynch thing. I think we put too much emphasis on that.
See, the grandmother was suffering. The grandmother was suffering, and then the kids was witnessing all that. So that's already put it in their mind. Is this the way it's supposed to be? Yeah. Because Granny is staying, Big Mama is staying. So is this how I'm supposed to act when I get,
Yeah.
And even being
I got a little chime in.
Go ahead, Big Dog.
So I think that the Willie Lynch is definitely the origin of it, because it was the beginning of tearing us down as black men. But the problem is that we can't
hear you, Brent.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I can hear him. Yeah. Oh,
The
my bad. I
problem
couldn't
is
hear.
it's the origin of it, but the problem is that we can't keep using that for an excuse all the way today in 2024.
True.
That's all I got, because this radio gonna go off in a minute.
No, definitely, definitely.
That's
What I'm
for sure.
the reason I me bringing just so
you went, your mic went off, bro.
I
can you
think
hear
he
me now?
froze.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Okay, the reason of me bringing the Willie Lynch theory up is to bring is not because I'm trying to say that's the reason for every issue we're having today and everything like that. But I am saying that it did cause some psychological damage to us mentally. You know what I mean? But that is still prevalent today. I'm not saying that it's the why we. I'm not saying we should use it as an excuse, or we shouldn't change. But I am saying it started from somewhere. Now it's up to us to break the cycle. You should not, as long as we know where it started, we should be able to change it. I'm not saying that that's for every. I'm saying along the way, of course, we could have changed a lot of this shit a long time ago. It's on us, but I'm just saying that I'm just going back to the start of it. Their plan was for us to be like this, and we're still ignorant enough to still be doing this. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not making an excuse saying, "Oh, that's the reason." I'm saying that was their plan. We just helped them along the way. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say.
No, yeah, I got it. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, I read the Willie Lynch letter the first time. My grandmother gave it to us in pamphlet, and she had us read when we were little, not little but younger. And she tried to tell us about it and what it did and what it to families and to modern Black people. So I definitely understand the role it plays in everything. Um, I just feel like we put so much emphasis, just like when people blame the devil. Like, they say that ain't nothing but the devil, but sometimes it's just the nigga that did it. And that's what I mean by that. I hate when people say the devil made you do it. Nah, nigga, you wanted to do it.
It's an excuse, man. It's an
Because I done
excuse.
did some shit. I done did some shit in my life, and ain't nobody never made me do it. I chose to do that shit. And that's all I mean by that. Like, of course, the Willie Lynch played a part, but a lot of this shit is just by choice. People choose and have a desire to do and be what they want. And the way the world accepts everybody to be and do what they want, that's where the change came from. People are allowed to be nothing and still be accepted by everybody, or do nothing, like not taking care of your kids, male or female, being on the county and not have to be accountable for anything. Like, what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
There's a lot of
I was
different
just going to say that shit, that added to it too. The gangbang culture, that added to all of it, and it like magnified it to the extent, because now everybody, it's crazy because the dudes get into a certain lifestyle to impress the women, but then again they like it's twisted to where they say I don't give a fuck about a bitch, all type of shit. So it's just kind of twisted a little bit. But
yeah.
the gangbang culture,
Why do
yeah,
y'all think we idolize gangbang culture?
Because it showed us money, cars, shit that we didn't have when we was young, sitting back and you was broke, or you was even when any situation you just thought it came easy, and then you had all them bitches, the jewelry, the rims on the car.
It's because of
That
the
that's
females.
that
That's
that's
it.
that was some of it, but then it was also the respect that you might have seen from like when you were younger and you seen the big niggas or niggas that was really out there pressing and doing that, and you was probably like, damn nigga, I want that same type of respect, or
Same
going
love.
to
Yeah.
weird, or coming from a fucked up family and you really don't have that love from your family and you think that they love you. It's a few reasons, bro. But I really think the other one, like bro said, is like you start impressing these women and then you don't really understand the lifestyle you start living. You know what I mean? Like I respect that one too, bro.
Was it
it's
love
respect
though? Was it
and
love?
fear. It's everything into it. It's respect, love, fear. Wanting to be a part of something, infatuation.
I can never get in the gangbang. I apologize. I went to
So
watch.
so
I
But
went to
that's
so
watch.
just
what
the
I
name.
mean
That's
though.
just the name of it, though.
So what I mean
Gangbang.
though. So my question though is, even the people that don't gangbang like us in this circle, well, not all of us, but we.
I'm looking around like,
But I'm saying we don't like. I don't gangbang, but I would say I probably had a slight infatuation
Affiliation.
with the lifestyle. maybe I took the certain words or certain things about the culture. I think we all
You were a
did.
part of the culture. You're a part of your environment.
But I'm saying like, so is why are because we born into this shit, we raised around it, right? But we're also, I think we kind of even though we made the choice not to do it, we're still in it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we kind of have certain infatuations with it, whether it be from the way you dress, the way you talk, certain clothes, certain cars, kind of car you might want. You know what I mean?
Music, the way you rap, do music, certain shit. Yeah.
All the kind of music we listen to, all that, the kind of movies we like, we love this shit. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta
But
remember
we also know this shit is the worst shit that's happened to our culture. I mean,
whether we got into it or not, it's like an infatuation, and it's still relatable because we grew up so close to it. We got family members, we got homies. We seen like all the movies that we love. We like, damn, this shit is LA shit. This is this. Like we love that shit because it's close to us still, whether we got into it or not.
Right. A lot of it too is like for me, like my dad. I grew up with a father that banged from the beginning, from birth. And I remember when I was a little kid going to like picnics, in the summertime, going to like hood picnics or, trade picnics, shit like that. And when you go there, everybody's grandmas and mothers were there. They had kids playing kickball and the grown people was playing football, the gangbangers and all that. And that was a normal thing. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a gangbang culture to me. It was like more of a regular thing because that's what I saw. That's what I thought was normal. I thought everybody went to cripnics and picnics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to school. They ask you when you go back to school after the summer break, and I said, "What'd you do this summer?" I'm like, we went to Knott's Berry Farm and we went to Magic Mountain. I went to a couple cripnics, and they're like, "Oh, you mean you went to picnics?" I'm like, "Nah, I went to cripnics," but I didn't know it was a difference because I thought everybody went to the same thing. But I saw men who took care of they families, like street niggas that I got cousins who were very stand-up dudes who were like heavy in the gang culture. They fed, their kids were fed, they took care of their home. They, I used to see them like that Nino Brown.
So did the man that was going to work every day though.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it was a normality. So I didn't necessarily take to the crip walking and all that till later in life when I started to think about the music and the this and the that. But as far as the culture wasn't necessarily the gangbanging. It was just the atmosphere because that's what everybody was doing. It was normal. So, for some people, even though I didn't live in the hood, I was in the hood all the time. You know what I'm saying? Weekends, vacations, summers, overnights, all that other stuff with the cousins and whoever. So it just became a reality. It became a normality. Like, that's just what it was. But then when you get into the fighting and the wars and the shooting, and then that was a whole nother side of it. It was a lot more unity and culture when I was a kid in gangbanging than it is now. Now it's about sets, blocks, which I'm sure it was then too, but it's a whole nother spinoff. Like the young niggas don't even respect the old niggas.
It's the
was there a lot of unity?
When I was little, yeah. When we were younger, hell yeah.
How would you know if you was younger though?
Because I could see it. I had the same eyes when I was young.
I think it's the
but
same.
Are you? I mean, you're not really in the meetings and stuff now, are you?
No.
You in the
No, I'm talking.
Are you at the Cripniks now?
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been to a few lately, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like when you would go with certain people, like say, I would go with my dad to certain areas. It was respect from them to them. They were from different neighborhoods, and they talked. They shook hands. They talked about certain things. I didn't see niggas when they get ready to fight. They had an issue where like, oh yeah, he with his kids or he with them. Man, respect. Talk to me when you drop the kids off type shit. Now you hear about people getting with their kids. They running niggas' mama's houses and killing the mama because they couldn't find the son. It's a different thing. Like there's no, not saying that back then, but it's different. It's definitely different. Niggas is wild now. They got no remorse. Like these people don't have souls no more. These niggas is just natural born killers and don't give a damn. They were there before too, but it was more structured because realistically the Crip gangs wasn't designed to be hate hate groups like they are now. They was designed to be protective groups for black communities and cultures, but it turned into something else.
Okay, so where it's at now, how do we all feel about it?
It's terrible.
Me?
It's just
Everybody.
the respect is gone. The respect is gone from because the only thing I said it was the same, but the only thing that changed is the younger dudes don't respect the older dudes at all. They don't care about what happened
There's
in
no
the
OGs no more.
past. They don't care about what your name is, who you are, none of that. They just they do their own thing.
Yeah, you will get in so much trouble if if an OG told you something and you was mouthing off to him and shit. Everybody was coming to get at you because you can't disrespect the OGs like that. Now they be like, "Fuck these OGs, man! They go somewhere so I lay their ass down."
Yeah,
and they in the same neighborhood. They the niggas that paved the way, if you want to call it that. But it's no respect and no unity, no honor, no loyalty, no nothing. Like that shit. That ball got
I
dropped a
don't.
long time ago.
I feel like a lot of that it wasn't all. I mean, shit, it never was. You know what I mean, if you go back to the '90s and you go back to the '90s and the late '80s, it was probably more killings than it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now you hear niggas killing their own homies. It wasn't like that before.
It's
I mean,
highlighted
I don't
because
care who
we
you
got
kill. If you kill another black man, go ahead.
yeah.
It don't make it right.
But I don't think it's a black man thing though. That's anybody. Because people say black on black crime. That's not even a real thing, bro.
I'm talking about us though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but that's minimizing the whole situation because
I didn't say
realistically,
black on black crime. I said if
I
you
know
kill another black
that's
man.
not. I didn't say what you said. What I'm saying is, when they say killing your own, when you live in a demographic of people, ideally you're going to be in a demographic of your own people.
You
So
talking
if
about gang
somebody has
culture,
a
nigga.
crime,
You talking about
that's
black on black crime.
that's still black on black crime, but also
it's not black on black crime. It's crime, bro.
yeah.
You never
but
heard a person say Mexican on Mexican or white on white. It's just crime, bro.
It's just a title, but it's also Mexican on Mexican, white on white.
It's
We
just
talking
crime.
about gang culture, period. Like
Yeah.
gang culture, period. Yeah.
But okay, so if you're talking about gang culture, if you're putting the gang culture in it, you got them killing each other because of the gang.
Do you really think that? Well, at least for me, with the gang culture, you said the beginning question was, how do you think the state of gang banging is now?
Somebody
So
got a feedback. Let me see.
thing in here.
Oh, that might be you, City. I'm trying to see. It might.
Oh hell no!
Say something.
My
Can y'all
mic
hear
been
everybody?
muted the whole time. My mic was muted. It
No,
wasn't
I
me.
just muted you, but it's a feedback coming from. Can y'all hear the feedback, or is it just me?
Yeah, I can hear it. It sounds like something talking real low.
I can't hear it now. So, or can y'all hear?
Yeah,
say something, City. Say something. Say something.
I hear when you talking, bro.
It's
Me?
you, bro. Look, my shit been on mute. I'm on mute, and I want you to talk again. Watch.
All right. All right. Is it me? Can y'all hear?
Yeah, it's you.
It's me. Okay. I don't know how that's doing that then.
Yeah, my mic is muted.
All right. It's cool.
But what I was gonna say is like the gangbang culture. How I feel right now, it is our own culture, but as well as where we came from, we have to understand that shit gonna elevate, and we not showing these young niggas how to do nothing different. And now these niggas have escalated that shit beyond where we were. Like, okay, we didn't have internet, we didn't have all this shit. All you see is young black men. Let me not say the word young black men. All you see is them with a stick. All you see in the videos, this stuff. There's nothing that's like. I think when they started gang banging, like if you really understand the roots, it was to keep us protected from the white people and the people that was jumping us in neighborhoods and coming home from there. But where we at right now, bro, that shit. How I feel, I be feeling bad at times, bro. I think that's why I be like not doing the music I be trying to do no more, but I still be rapping. But it's like, bro, I'm sending a bad message. And especially for the next generation, if we trying to fix them, like if we speaking on the Willie Lynch and going to here, the message that I'm sending is no better than what Willie Lynch sent. I'm telling you to gang bang, shoot, pop, do this shit. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm learning and elevating.
You know what plays into that too, though, is drugs. Because even if you talk about the music, the people before the hip hop, they were still doing this type of shit to old school music. So it's not necessarily, it is, but it's not necessarily what you're saying. But you can still get, get busy with.
You can still get your message out, but and that's the part I think where I go through. Maybe I'm getting older, and it's like this. That's where I bred from day one with my daddy, from my mama, and everything. But I know as I get older, and especially with my kids and where I'm at right now, I'm so like we all men being here. I'm disappointed in the message that I set out from my older kids, and now that they gang banging and they doing the stuff that they doing, and it was all because I'm rapping and certain shit through here. But they also had family members on the other side that was gangbangers and going through here. But at the end of the day, I think it hits me most harder because now that I see my children in this position, and I don't want you to be in that position. I want you to be more mature and going through here. So that's my opinion on it, man.
I guess I would just make. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we kind of turn a blind eye to it sometimes, and we like it's almost to the point to where even if you talk to gang members, they're like, man, it is what it is. I can't change these niggas, or it's just like it's no more hope, and we just kind of turn a blind eye to it. We got homies, we got family that do this shit, that gang bang, and we don't say shit to them.
You real, and not to bounce with just to get back on. I'm talking about with my kids. It's like I can't turn a blind eye. I try to tell you, don't do this shit. Don't go through here. Even if I'm not doing none of the shit that I was doing before, you still may have family members or associates or extended family that's doing that type of shit. And like we said, when we was young, that's what we saw. And maybe it was because of the pain that we was going through in our home that we thought that this shit would heal us.
Are we supposed to be doing more? That's all I'm saying. Are we supposed to be doing more or
Yeah,
speaking out more?
yeah, I think so. I
It's a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
people
No,
that
sir.
it's a lot of people that I know that regret it. Like, they'll say shit like, nah, this ain't about shit. I wish I didn't get into it. It was almost like they was forced, not forced, but
Bad decision.
yeah, bad decision, but they regret it.
That be bothering me sometimes because I got older cousins and homies that's like really like 10 toes down, the maniacs of LA, California, you know what I mean? And when they start talking about, oh man, these young guys are crazy and they kill everybody and all that, and I'll be thinking in my head, like, you were the seeds. You planted these seeds.
Yeah.
So
Say it again. Say it again, Marcus.
saying that you hate this shit is so degrading to everybody. It's so like hurtful to everybody else because you made this plateau. You made this what it is, and you made people want to do it. You made people come back and retaliate for bodies that you dropped and blah blah blah. And now you say the young people are so out of control and all this and that, but you made them this way. I remember seeing, and I'll never say no names, but I remember seeing, because I spoke about this with family members, where people have children and they're little kids that can barely talk or spell,
But they
know
can
how to
go.
they know how to throw the hood up,
Say it.
they know how to twerk, the little girls, all this other shit. And then when they become older and they become a prostitute or they become the killer and the gangbanger and all that,
I don't know how little Pookie got like
I
this.
don't know how he got like this. I don't know
Come
where
on, Marcus.
he went wrong. I'm like, you talking about the one that you taught how to bang the hood when he was little? You talking about the nigga that was crip walking at every function we had when I was a little kid, and I was getting told to go sit in the corner because my mom was like, nah, you go over there. If she there, grown folks around, you go over there with the kids. These kids was crip walking in front of everybody. Now they covered in tattoos, and they the most known killers and gangbangers in the city. And they say we lost the youth. We don't know where we went wrong. Yeah, you do. You did. So, and I say that to say what I did as a parent, and I'm not saying I'm perfect by far, but what I did as a parent, and even though I have girls, I got nephews too. So I try to be a model to them. I showed them by example of what to do as far as going to work, as far as how I treat women, and especially in front of my daughters. I treat them the same when they ain't looking, but I treat them a certain way when they're there for good reason. I want my daughters to know how a man treats a woman and how a woman should treat a man. So I don't accept the negative things from women either in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I set a model, or did my best to set a model, because that was the bigger platform that the gangbangers and stuff did for us when we were little. because we saw them gang banging, smoking, drinking, thugging in front of us. We saw the guns, we saw everything in front of us. I never show nobody something I don't want them to emulate. But
Come
all
on.
we had was something to emulate. And so,
I agree with you on that
and
one.
that's why, like even earlier when I said to do as I say and not as I do, even as a parent, I've never led like that. I tell my kids don't smoke because me personally, I don't smoke and I don't drink. I have a sip every once in a while. I don't think there's anything wrong with either
You don't
one.
drink, nigga.
Shut up. You remember what happened last time when I was trying to put my key in somebody else's car? I had a whole truck and I'm trying to start up somebody's car and shit. We ain't gonna get in there. But
let me
I don't do it in front of them.
you about to say something?
No, and this what he was saying is how you carry yourself in front of your kids. Like my oldest daughter, she's 24, and she used to live Watts all her life. That's all she knows, Watts. Outside of her coming to live with me when I moved to Fontana or Moreno Valley, but it's all like you said, how you raise them and how they what you do in front of them. Even though she's from Watts, you would never know by the way she talked, the way she acted, because at home it's a different upbringing. When she's in my house or when she with me, when she dad, it's not about like you said. But I've never been a gangbanger. I couldn't understand just being from one place and then calling out one place home all the time because my mom, we moved so much to where I couldn't get into gangbanging moving from Seattle to Utah to different states. But with my daughter, it was mainly just trying to get her to understand that life outside of Watts. It's a life outside of the Nickersons. You know what I mean? It's a life outside Watts Arm. And even though her mom, she used to stay there, and they used to claim Watts. And every time my daughter get around me, and he was a correction, like, nah, that's not what it is, mama. And I think just as a young, me and my daughter, we grew up together, and it was just letting her know that it was more to life than just banging. It's more to life than just saying this is my city and this is the only place it is. Like I said, and then you know what I mean. And I feel good about myself because as soon as she graduate, first place she went was the Bahamas. Second place she went was Hawaii. You know what I mean? And that's gratitude to my sisters and them as well, raising her. But like I said, like that's why I'm quiet on this situation because my mom. If anybody know my mom, she was the biggest game beggar until she heard MC Hammer. After she heard MC Hammer, it was on. After that, she was just dancing her life away.
Your mom used to bang.
And she got the finger waves too.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Oh,
This nigga.
My mom from Hoover in Vegas. Yeah.
Damn.
And the funny part about it is, like I said, you would never know if you see my mama today. She used to be from Hoover.
Hey, but not to cut you off, it's like how I feel right now with my two oldest kids, even before I started, but I'm trying to speak about with your extended family, like the baby mamas. Like my oldest daughter, she gang bang. It ain't from me, and it ain't from Long Beach. It's from her mama's side. Then I got my sons, and they try to bang the Long Beach side and going through here. But this is what I'm talking about, culture. It don't matter where you from or where you at. It don't matter your father or your mama where she bang at. Now my youngest son, not my youngest, but like my thirdest youngest, he out there banging Vegas stuff, and he never, you know what I mean? It's like,
right.
So what I'm trying to say is like it's not.
It didn't stem from you.
It didn't stem from. It's not
always
always
from the culture
the person.
they were around.
There you go. But no, I also take a responsibility, but because of maybe some of the shit like White said that we watch. I'm watching Minister Society, Boys in the Hood, ghetto shit going through here. But you have to mature, and it's also.
But I think that to me, the biggest break that my daughter's seen is once she moved from Watts to when she moved to Moreno Valley, when we moved to San Dimas, when we moved into Ontario. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different lifestyle from Watts than going to these places. It's like if this is what you're around, this is what you attract. Even with the women, I met so many women.
Wait, Weiss, I know you got to get off the subject, but I just want to drop one thing down there, like because I know it ain't nothing against Watts or whatever, but you got to remember that people are a product of their environment.
Exactly.
But that's not a negative thing. Like you,
I
know somebody from Watts. I know somebody from the Nickerson Gardens that is a lawyer, and she grew up born and bred in Nickerson. I know another one in Nickerson Gardens. She's a realtor, and she got paper. She's not ghetto. She's not ratchet because ghetto is a mentality. It's a people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean a mental thing in people. So it's not the place or the environment. It's the choices. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
So
no,
a lot of
I'm
people
not.
that
I'm never. I
no,
wasn't
I know,
trying
I
to
know
imply
you're
that at
not.
all.
I'm just saying that because a lot of people say like, oh, they grew up in the hood and that's why they like this. But it's a lot of people you say he grew up in the hood and that's why he like that. That's why he a millionaire.
We all grew up in the hood.
Because that's what I'm saying. So
You
when
bitch.
it really boils down, it's the choices and the direction you choose as an individual. Because I know so many people
I'm
that was
still here, bro.
in the gang banging shit, and none of them touched the gang banging. They went the opposite way because that was the choice. But that's because they were a product of that environment. They
Hey,
just happened to be the product that went this way
my bad,
instead of
Marcus.
that
My
went
bad,
that way.
Marcus. Hey, hey, Tron, who was Rail Looper? I like what he said.
That's for real. Remember from Division
Hey,
7.
I'm still here.
Oh,
I'm about to
okay. I know
I was
you.
light up
reading
my
this stuff
garage.
too. Yeah, he getting deep.
I like
So
what he
Well, he
said.
ain't at 7 now, but I think he in the valley somewhere. But
No,
yeah,
I like what he said. Main reason why, and it's funny to me because I think about this all the time. Like yesterday, I got banged on at work. This
What?
nigga, I'm at work. I got my uniform on and everything. Bro was like, "Nigga, where you from?" Now
Wow.
I work on Central in Adams over there with another Hispanics. But this is a black dude came in there, nigga. You know where you at? And I'm like, bro, I'm at work. Where I'm supposed to be at?
I would say,
He was
nigga,
like,
I'm from
bro,
MTA.
All right, there
yeah,
we
hold
go. I
on.
got y'all. I got y'all. I'm back. I'm back.
No,
So
no.
wherever
He was like,
you work
it
for,
was just funny to me. He was like, "Hey, nigga, you know where you at? Yeah, I'm at CVS on the corner of Central Adams. No, nigga, you know what hood you from? I'm from fatherhood who was at work working." And he was like, "Oh, you one of them?" I said, "Oh, you one of them?" I said, "Bro, how old are you?" "Oh, nigga, I'm 53." I said, "You ain't grew up yet, bro?"
he was 53.
Bro, 53.
Oh
I would
yeah.
if a nigga would have asked me honestly, if a nigga asked me where I'm from and he ain't got the gun in his hand, I'm taking off on him. We don't have no conversation no more.
But no,
I'm too
no,
old for anybody to ask me.
but the trip though, but I mean the trip though part about it is, oh, I'm about to get these little niggas in here on you, and I'm
you
like,
should have
bro,
been like, "How may I help you, nigga?"
that,
No.
and I'm
Nah,
not the
but
whole time I kept it professional, but it
I told him
was
you
just
know
like,
me.
bro, I'm at
You
work.
were down there at the bottoms.
No, I'm at work.
ignorant is out there, man. It's gonna happen. But my whole thing from was
Just
bringing
take it
up
and
this
dump it
topic,
outside.
man, because I'm just tired of
Put
hearing,
that back so
seeing
you
the
want to wash.
bullshit, bro. Hearing about the
I'm with you.
bullshit, and I feel like we turned a blind eye to it. So I want to do my part to say, okay, we ain't just ignoring this shit. You know what I mean? This shit is bullshit. I didn't got in debates with family homies. The shit is bullshit. The shit don't mean shit. It need to stop. Cause my like I said in one of the songs, I said my last name's my gang. Like
I
if you
feel
ain't
you.
and also you are being watched. You are being seen. Even you, City, that's what I was saying. Like you may not be they might not have got it from you, but they're watching you at all times. Your kids is
Oh,
watching you at all times.
trust me, they are.
Even when you don't believe they watching you. You know what I mean? And you are an influence to them. Even if you're not in the household, they talk like us. They walk like us, talk like us. They
You're the
picking up
first
the lingo.
influence.
And no, I
Yeah,
see
you the
that from
first
my
influence. And
not
our
not
families.
it's not to
And
cut you
people
off. It's
around us.
like you're right, bro. Like I see, like even my son that I my other situation that I left out there in Vegas. It's like that boy raps so hard and go through here, but it's like I wish I would have taught you something different. I'm proud at the same time. Don't get me wrong. That's why I'm just trying to show what you say. They're watching. I'm trying to show you that it goes back to a little bit part that somebody spoke on when you said, well, if it's a man, you're gonna leave, a woman, you're gonna leave, and you're getting treated like this. Well, me, I left. And I want them to just see, bro, that I'm better where I'm at right now. It's working and being a father and show you how to be a man later on. I may not have showed you to this part with a consistent paycheck till I got later. I hustled and did other shit. So I'm just trying to show you later on. Now I know they watching. I know they watching, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
All right, let me just play this real video before we get off of it. This is one of my favorite videos from Nip. I'm sure y'all seen it, but it's honest to God true, I feel like. But it's I feel like this is prevalent to a lot of situations too, not just the gang man culture. Not just, because we just like this with each other, period, basically.
You going
That was deep.
Yeah, I feel like that's you're really looking for yourself, and that's what I mean about self hate because you don't truly care where you at in life, and you looking for somebody to look like you, walk like you, talk like you, and that's the same way when we, as men, you don't even got a game bang when you walking past another man, you gonna feel the need to look at him in his eyes and make sure like, hey, we everything cool, we good, like make sure he ain't no threat. And I feel like in certain ways we kind of like that in relationships, man, to where
Even
you
with
treat the
friends.
ones closest to you, you treat the ones closest to you worse than strangers. You know what I mean? You could be at work and you put on a front at work and be nice to your bosses and all your coworkers, then come home with the person that got your back and you an asshole with them. Or you real snappy or you don't have as much patience or anything like
Preach.
that with them. Soon as they
That's
say
real.
something, you
Yeah.
ready to get mad, but you been
Yeah.
at work putting on a fake facade and a fake persona that you know what I mean?
I like
Why we
that.
can't show that certain courtesy and grace to the people that really love us. You know what I mean? That really gonna be there for us when nobody else will. So we gotta start loving one another, man. We all we got. I mean, some bullshit, you know. That
It's
self
and
hate shit.
I don't think not what Nipsey said. I think it's more no, it's what he said, but think about it on another level. Hold on. Think about it on another level, bro. Where it's like, damn, I do this shit maybe at work. I do this shit in the streets. Not just me trying to kill an enemy. You may have an enemy at work. You may have an enemy in your neighborhood that's not a gangbanger or somewhere you live and go through certain shit. And it's like what you said, I go look out this motherfucker and then look like me. But instead, it's like instead of us looking for revenge, I feel like what you said, like how can we fix this situation? How can we say, brother, I ain't trying to fight with you and go through no bullshit. How can I how can I unite with you and we can push this forward to the next generation or even fix our generation to help the next generation?
Depending on the situation, it's hard to have a logical conversation with somebody that lost a family member that they was really close to
Real
from
shit.
due to the other side, you know.
Hold
But
on.
Right.
I'm gonna mute my mic so he don't say it's me. Hold on.
just just because, um, well, if it's just a fight, then that's different. You know, if you can, you know, I teach my kids like you ain't got to fight. You can put the ego to the side and say, look, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight unless you know they put their hands on you.
Right.
But if somebody lost a family member that they was real close to due to the other side, it's kind of hard to talk and try to get an understanding.
Hell yeah.
And not to cut, just to bounce off what you're saying. Well, I think I want to bring a question in that still relates to this. It's like, what if you have family from the other side that you didn't grew up with, went through all this shit, but they choked. They daddy may been from the other side. That's your uncle. Like, how do you deal with your family being from your outside?
I mean, that's something you deal with from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
If they your real family and you for whatever
Yes,
reason
your
from another,
family. You ain't gonna kill your family, nigga. This ain't
that's
no
not what I
power
said.
type of shit. But what I'm trying to
No,
say
no,
is,
no.
how do you deal with it? Like how do you deal with that shit? It's like this your just your ops, but then it's your family at the same time. I gotta see you maybe at Thanksgiving, holidays, certain shit. But then I'm online and I'm saying fuck whoopty whoop, fuck whoopty
You
whoop, or
don't.
fuck whoopty whoop, or sending certain
That's what I'm saying.
subliminals
You
and
deal
going
with
through
it
here.
accordingly. I
You
mean,
don't see them.
yeah, you.
You don't see
I
them.
don't know.
You stay away. It's your family.
If the gang banging mean more to you than family, then
Yeah,
that's a sadder conversation. You know what I mean?
It's
But I
not
know.
even it may not be even you as a person. I think it may be more or less the like the mindset, not trying to bring up what we try to get off of, but there's also besides a Willie Lynch, I think there's a gang banging Willie Lynch in a different type of way that nobody's broke down. But that's for another show and another topic.
it's all tied into the same shit.
Yeah, it's
It
all
is.
the same. But I know what you mean. Like, I mean, shit. If you from somewhere and your cousin is from an enemy neighborhood, how do you deal with that? But that's how you deal with that. You figure it out. If they're your cousin and you love them, you had that conversation and understanding. Y'all stay out the way. I know a lot of people who do it where they were like, man, your homies come got the homies, but I can't retaliate on you because you my family.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna just stay out of it, and you stay out of it. and that's how they got me.
But then
That's just like if you got homies from another place, and you ain't got to be blood related. Like I went to school with a lot of Mexicans, so when we got into going into high school, when the gangbanging became a part of the thing on the streets, when it came down from the pen in the county, then it got into YA, and we started getting into all that racial shit. Well, I know it was heavy in Long Beach, heavy in Montebello, and other places, LA, with the Mexicans against the blacks. I had Mexicans that I grew up with from kindergarten, and now we at odds because the Southsiders don't fuck with the niggas. They ain't even got to be gangbang. It's just the Mexicans and the blacks. So what do you do when this one of your homies is about to get down with one of your other homies, but they're not friends? So you got to figure it out. You got to let them know, look, this is my homie and that's my homie. We got to do something different. But if they love and respect you, they're gonna walk away and leave the situation alone. But that's not, it's out of your hands at some point because somebody ain't gonna respect that shit. They're like, that nigga just shot up the whole block. I'm killing him.
Certain things you can't do.
You just gotta stay out of it.
No, and that's the part I think the aftermath. Before, not to cut off the next person, it's the aftermath. Like if you go do some dumb shit and you go smash on these motherfuckers and did this, you got to think about your family. Yeah, they may be the ops, but that's my family. And then who you think they gonna? There you go. Who you think they're gonna come for first? So that's why I say with this gangbang culture, I think it's like it's all different levels to generations. That's where I'm gonna leave it at. I think every generation had a different level of their standard and where it was. And then as it elevated, you had to raise your shit. So that's why we always get looked at different from the OGs because they didn't have Instagram. They didn't have this type of shit. Even going from the 70s and Cadillacs and all type of different shit, they didn't have the shit that we had. So then as you escalated to the 80s, it came to rap music. The 90s, rap music. But then it's now, nigga, where we at? It's like internet immediately. Nigga, I can go make a song right now, load that shit up, disrespect your motherfucking soul and go through here. And it's gonna spread immediately. But back in the day, it was like, nigga, I had to come out here and I had to gang bang and push this pistol, go find the enemies in the hood, like Nip said, find a motherfucker look like me and go through here. But nowadays, nigga, I don't have to go find you so much to do that. I could just disrespect you online and put that shit on here. That's a different generation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Come on, bro. It's different now. It's like
that's a problem though because it's magnified because of the media, because of the social media and shit like that.
It turned that shit up by 1,000 from where we was with Pop. Could you imagine if Pop? Let's do this. Y'all seen how Cat Williams did that shit? And we all say that's the hit 'em up of comedy. I said that when I heard that motherfucking shit he just dropped. But then you could imagine if Pac had the platform with hit him up and going through this, how gang banging West Coast shit would be from there. Oh, come on, bro. And not even just that. When they killed the nigga, when they killed all that shit, when they beat the nigga up at Lakewood Mall, if the younger generation where we came up from, our generation had social media, whoo, my God. They talking about, they set the standard. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it would have been treacherous, man.
Do you fucking hear me?
Could you imagine if you could drop a location on where niggas was back in the day? Then we was on bicycles, you know what I'm saying, getting rides, catching a bus around town. Could you imagine if you had locations with iPhones where you could just pull up on
somebody? Say it again, Marcus, nigga. Oh, we'd have been on that. We'd have been on that bus after school. We'd have found a motherfucker immediately, nigga. You talking that shit? We're gonna find you. Whatever park, whatever YMCA, whether the Boy Scout you was in, nigga, anything, we gonna find you, bro. Like this new generation don't know how advanced they have it, but at the same time, how they fumbling that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest downfalls. Technology is one of the biggest, greatest things and the worst things to humanity. It's tearing up every aspect of life. You know, it's making things better in some sense with the medical industry and different things like that, technology with cars and vehicles and shit like that. But then on the other side, we losing with everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's making people, they saying that obesity is going up. I'm a big nigga already. And they saying the rate of obesity is changing because you don't have to go to the store to shop. You don't have to go to the store to walk around to do anything. You don't have to do nothing. You can order everything over the phone. You know what I'm saying? You can work from home more now than ever. You know what I'm saying? There's never been as many stay-at-home jobs as there is now, and so many factories are trying to change their plateau to where they can have more people working from home and not have an office space. You know how much money they save if they don't have to pay rent at an office, and they can have you working on your phone or your internet. I mean, you know, it's the way of the world, but
it's like a self-checkout.
It's going to be our downfall in the long run.
It's a self-checkout. Even this is how I feel right now with what we doing. Like the podcast shit, what I've been watching, we doing what we got to do. But if we don't keep connecting in person, this is all that the future is. Instead of you sitting here and doing this, instead of connecting with a person and like, okay, we're gonna link up, we're gonna do this. Nigga, it's the phone. We're gonna do this.
The metaverse, bro.
We're gonna link up like this.
In our head, and we're gonna be in the metaverse after you plug into your ear, whoop, and your body gonna be in an ice cold machine just relaxing it, and we're gonna be running the world through the metaverse. And you're gonna have to get fed through a tube and all this other shit.
And that's why I say we the next generation that if we don't, it's kind of crazy. It's like they look at us as old, but we knew because we telling y'all what not to do. And everything that we never had, like, okay, let's put it like this. They told us in the early 80s and 90s, don't get in cars. Don't get in cars with people. Say no if you see a person scream, right? They told us, don't. You remember that? Stranger danger, right? Ready? Yeah, come on, nigga. Now we got Uber, lift up, and you get in a car with a motherfucker that's a stranger, nigga.
All right, y'all, my fault. I was trying to get my audio.
Oh, we didn't switch topics. My bad, bro.
Or you get in the car, or you just letting people in your car, your personal car, for the money, and they sit in the house.
And then fuck your life, bro. Like these motherfuckers are psycho.
Behind me.
Man, for real.
If it's not two people behind me, I can't let no one person sit right here. No, sit over
there. I don't know.
You know, anybody. I don't even like my daughter in the back seat. I try to sit by the window. It's just an uncomfortable feeling. If there's nobody over there, but then you know somebody back here and you can't see them, that shit is nerve-wracking, bro. I don't know.
Hey, it didn't bother me when I did Uber for 2 years.
Let's switch the topic. Y'all niggas talking about Uber and shit. Hold on.
Uber is drinking wine.
Let me switch the topic, man. I seen this video. I want to know what y'all thoughts are on it, man.
Yep.
Y'all let me know.
Yep, they are.
Hypocrites. Right? It be the same parents who sit here and say, stay in the child's place. You can't ask me questions. But you're also the same parent who makes your child watch after their sibling. Yep. You make them tend to household responsibilities. Yep. Cook for kids. Take care of grandparents. Give the grandparents their medicine, just depending on what type of household, if you have a transgenerational household, stuff like that. But you're also the same parent to say you have to stay in the child's place. Yeah. No. That child has, that child should be able to have a voice and speak as well, because you forced them to mature fastly. You made them develop quickly. You made them become an adult in the household. You made them become a second parent in the household, and then you want to tell them what they can and cannot do. They can't ask you questions, but you put that on them. They didn't ask for that. They didn't ask to be your emotional cushion. They didn't ask to be your punching bag. They didn't ask to be a second parent. They didn't ask to be a caregiver. They didn't ask to be the person who's taking care of things. They didn't ask to help pay bills. They didn't ask to be at 16, 17 to go get a job and help pay bills and stuff like that. We really want to talk about it.
God forbid she wears some booty shorts, because then she's being fast.
Oh, okay.
You push me in the fast track.
That's deep.
Depending on the situation.
Well, I don't got daughters. Well, it's don't go just for daughters though, but I would like.
Yeah, that's for boys first. Too.
Yeah, let me just speak for myself. If what she was saying as far as forcing us to grow up, be responsible, that was just teaching us responsibility due to the situation. Like, we had to walk home and be at the house by ourselves. So we had to clean up. We had to, my older sister had to look out for me and shit like that. That's not necessarily my mom being a hypocrite. Like, she was at work, you know what I'm saying? But when she wasn't at work, she was handling her business. So depending on the situation. Now, if
it's definitely situation dependent for sure.
If you at home, if the mama's at home, just sitting watching stories and shit, then that's a different thing.
Or running the streets. See, I think she talking more about those mamas. She ain't talking about your mama. Yeah. She ain't talking about my mama. My mama was at work. Right. My older sister, the same as us five. She made sure we cleaned up the house, did our homework and all that. before mama came home so we wouldn't all get in trouble.
Right.
But that's not the same as a woman that's just running the streets and just, throw y'all some groceries in there and say, y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mothers like that. I know mothers with little bitty kids that's at home, just like the mothers that don't have jobs but put their kids in daycare. It's like, why are they in daycare? And you ain't even you wake up to take.
I need a break
at home and do nothing.
I be needing a
Your house
break.
ain't clean.
These kids on my nerves.
You ain't did nothing. So that's a whole nother thing. But I definitely understand what she was talking about, though.
So do you feel like they should at least have a voice or be able to express themselves? Because like you were saying earlier, back in the days, we couldn't do that.
I think all humans with a brain should have a voice.
Right, to a certain extent.
Because to a certain extent, but I mean, they should definitely have a voice, as in, like, if my demeanor to and I'll say my daughters because I have daughters. So if my demeanor or how I approach them with situations affects them a certain way mentally, like it makes them afraid of me, or it makes them fear me, or it makes them close down where they can't talk to me or they don't want to come to me for something, then it's a big problem that they don't have an opinion. But if they have an opinion and it's a little out of control or out of content, then we correct it as we go. You know what I'm saying? Because some kids can get a little deep into their opinion and emotion and be like, wait a minute, 10-year-old, you got to chill. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be a border of things, but that goes back to when people say, I'm not your friend, I'm your parent. A lot of times people lose that line because they get so friendly with their kids, they forget that they're the parents.
The parents.
I agree with that.
Right. And then some parents are so parenting to their kids, they don't have a relationship with their kids outside of being a
parent.
Iron fist.
I think the worst thing you can do, though, is try to be your kid's friend. I think that's the worst thing that you can do. Yeah. Because when a kid get older, that kid is not looking at you as a parent, as a mom, as a dad. Oh yeah, I know you're my mom, my dad, but mentally they looking at you like you're my sister, my brother, or you just somebody.
Yeah.
And I see that. I see that on a day-to-day basis, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I won't even go there with some of that, but yeah, the thing is, you got to be the kid's parent.
Quick question: is there max age that age limits where you would kick your kids out? Okay, they at your house. What's the maximum age you like? All right, you got to go now.
I don't think it's the age. I think it's the mentality and the lifestyle.
There you go.
If my daughter's 35 and she's still living with me, but she's respecting the way things are in our relationship, and she's building her own life and doing things and trying to grow into a better position to buy a house or whatever, and she has a plan and goals, then yes. But if she's at home and just lay there, don't do nothing, wake up, they ain't got no job, barely doing, you know what I'm saying, doing anything.
What if from 18 until before 35, from 18 to 25, she ain't doing shit?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If it depends on the situation, every situation is different. So I'll throw this out there. My homeboy I talked to today, I won't say, of course, his name, and then so he has a stepson. His stepson he raised since he was
just froze on my end because I can't hear him.
His wife's son. So when he got to a certain age, he went to YA when he was like a teenager, and he joined the gang in juvenile hall. So now when he comes home, I'm a man, I'm a gangbanger, and all this other stuff. So his dad told him, like, yeah, you ain't no gangbanger, not in this house or whatever. So now that he's over 18, when he turned 18, he told him, you can't talk to me like that. I'm grown, but he still live in the house. He told him, like, I'm going to get a job, but you can't tell me that because I'm 18, but you still live in the house. So he was like, I should put him out. So they put him out. Of course, he was living in his little car he had or whatever, living with friends. They let him come back. He get into it with his mama, and he's like, man, you talking to me like I'm a kid, but you in your mama and daddy house. So they put him out again recently. So he like, bro, what do I do? I said, bro, leave his ass where he at. If he say he's grown and he can take care of himself, you leave his grown ass outside. Give him a year to figure it out, because if you bring him back home, you're helping the problem. You're helping the issue stay where it is.
Yeah.
You know, but if you too grown to follow my rules and be respectful to me and my house, your ass is old enough to go.
You're not going to talk to me type of way.
That's the age limit.
You're not going to talk to me no type of way.
Hell no.
Who you think you are. You're not going to disrespect your mother. You're not going to disrespect anybody in this house because of the mentality that you have. As far as I'm this, I'm that. No, we ain't doing none of that.
Yeah. I'm 39 and I still don't cuss in front of my mama.
Exactly.
So do the 35-year-old have chores?
It's not that they have chores. People in the
No,
house.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm saying it's not even a chore thing.
Responsibilities.
It's responsibility.
Everybody that live in the house should have responsibilities at any
You got to
age.
pull your weight.
10,
Exactly.
15,
Clean behind yourself.
20, whatever.
So they refuse to. So you wasn't assigned a specific chore. They just.
No, they're not kids though.
No.
That's the thing. Like you still got to respect them but
yeah.
They should already know. Like,
but what if they just come in and throw their plate in the sink? I mean, like
then it's gonna be some talking.
Okay.
It's gonna be some talking. Like, come on,
you still got to communicate and let them know what's
so
going on.
What if they be like, for sure, I'm gonna help out, but then they.
I think if you raise your kids a certain way, because in the Bible it says teach them in the way that they should go. Right. So if you teach them from a young age how to conduct themselves, they're gonna do it naturally. I think a lot of people weren't taught, and then they were. I don't know how you would say this, but they were taught, they were shown things, but they didn't enforce it. Like for instance, like when kids are throw a tantrum, and they say, "Well, he's just throwing a little tantrum." I said, "Correct him when you do it, because if you don't correct him every time you do it, then it's just going to become a normal thing." But then people say, "Well, I'm not going to jump on him every time he do it. If you don't, he's going to continue to do it." But if
I see that too.
Out of you, if you get the shit popped out of you when you fall out, the next time you fall out, you're probably not going to do it. You might slip and do it again, and then you get the shit popped out of you again. After a while, you're going to want to get popped, so you're going to learn not to do that shit.
That's the problem I have with
some
people.
kids are big-headed, though. They still do it, but realistically, if you continue a pattern, your pattern has to continue.
I have a problem with people.
They throw it in
it's the last thing on this one. Go ahead.
No, I said I have a problem with people that don't recognize a gray area. Like it's not always black and white. There's always an in between. You can teach this way, you can teach this way, but there's also other ways that you can teach.
Right.
That's right.
So it's not just like beat the shit out of your kids and don't say nothing. That's not it.
Right. Oh yeah, I hate when people do that. You got to talk to them. You got to tell them what they did wrong, so they even know what they did.
They don't understand. All they know is you beating them, and that's the reason. But they don't understand why.
Right. Communication is so big in life with every aspect of life. Without communication, nothing ever is gonna. You're never really gonna solve anything.
Okay. Got another video we can react to. I want y'all opinion on this. You know what I mean? Because, I be thinking my way, so I be trying to see how everybody else feel. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
In the chat, y'all can add y'all comments in the chat. You know what I mean? You can join the stage. Link is in the chat to join the stage also. So here we go. Let's check this out. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this.
Play the video, nigga.
Okay.
We waiting on the video.
Oh, y'all not watching it?
Hell no.
What video?
I'm watching it like a mug.
Video, nigga. I see the title on the bottom, but
I'm watching it like a mug. Oh my bad.
I thought this thing was froze. He just sitting there.
These niggas ain't saying nothing. I'm like, they ain't saying what I'm saying. My bad. Hold on.
Hell no.
Here we go.
The nigga said, "So what y'all think?"
My boyfriend just asked me when I'm out with my friends if a man offers me a drink, what I do. And I'm like, I take the drink. And he was so surprised. He was like, what? And I'm like, well, what did you expect me to say? And he was like, I thought you were going to say no. Like, when a man offers you a drink, or if a man offers you a drink, you turn it down. I'm like, no. Like, I mean, there are moments where it's appropriate to turn down a drink, right? If a man is like aggressively flirting with you and you know you don't want that, turn it down. If a man walks over to you with a drink or says, I'm going to get you a drink, I'll be right back, turning it down. I got to see it be made. But if we are literally at the bar together and you like, what are you drinking or what do you have and I'll get it for you? Absolutely. And then I set the standards or the expectation afterwards that not only are you buying a drink for me and my friends, but we're not about to sit here and talk and mingle and flirt afterwards. Like, if you buy me a drink, I want you to know that you are literally just
buying a drink. I think it just froze.
Like, the whole point. My point is, I'm not turning down a free drink, especially when you get it for me and my friends. Like, for what? What do I get out of that other than no drink?
She playing both sides of the fence, man.
Yep.
Can't do that.
That's a hell no for me.
I feel like the devil's advocate like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I know you do.
Not for real. When I was married, no bullshit. My ex-wife was going out with her friends one day. We can't hear you, Antron. They was all going out one day, and she said, let me have some walking around money so I get some drinks. And I said, man, as fine as all y'all looking, it's gonna be some niggas buying y'all drinks all night. And they laughed. And one of them was like, you would let your wife get drinks from somebody else? I said, if the nigga want to spend his money, he not taking her home. So shit, it wouldn't matter to me. And I laughed, but I was serious because it's always niggas there. Just like if I'm at a club, if I see something I like, if I say, hey man, let me buy you what you drinking or whatever, she take it. I mean, I don't expect to get nothing just because I bought her a drink, but it's a shot. It's a shot in the dark. But I mean, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Now, if it's my woman, she get the drink, I can give two shits. As long as when she done with that drink, she ain't got no phone number with her. She ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, no nigga walking into the car and all that. But I mean, niggas is gonna be thirsty, and it is what it is. I mean, so nigga want to be thirsty, spend his money. That's on him.
Michelle just walked out the door talking about, I wish you would buy somebody a drink.
Yeah, but you married. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
Why is there a difference? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
So why is there a difference? Because you married. What you mean? Why is there
Okay. I don't think it is, but go ahead. Oh, you got something? Or one of y'all?
You don't think it's married? I mean, you don't think it's different? What do you mean?
If you're in a committed relationship, there's no difference.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Me neither.
There's no difference in what?
If you married or if you're in a committed relationship, what marriage?
There's no difference in what? Accepting a drink?
Yeah.
Or buying a drink?
Either one.
Nah, it's not the same thing. A nigga spending his money on somebody that's his dumb ass idea. Whether he married or single, but the woman accepting the drink,
she's
take it.
Dealing with the type of dudes that we're dealing with today. That's inviting. That's
exactly.
inviting him into.
Man, that ain't no. These niggas ain't no difference than the ones from back in the day. But I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear because I know niggas that slapped females because they took a drink and didn't dance with them and all that. So,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's when you just put that on your woman to understand her role in situations. If the nigga bought her a drink and then he banged on her and slapped the shit out of her after and she walked away, she shouldn't have took the drink. But the woman got to know. She got to know, just like that girl said. If a nigga try to walk over with a drink, I ain't taking her this and that. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can and can't do, but a woman got to know her strength and positioning the things that she do, her strategies. Because, like you said, some of them could be inviting the wrong type of attention.
How about this? Just say no.
It could be a nigga that just wanted to talk at the bar and he walked away before she even finished the drink. You see that a lot. But
how about this?
Really
keep all confusion down. Keep all confusion down. Just leave it alone.
It may not be confusing. Some people, you got to trust that women know how to handle themselves just like niggas do. Because
a woman can handle herself all day long.
But so what do you think? Okay, so go ahead.
I said a woman can handle herself all day long. But you get a nigga who's tipsy already trying to buy a drink and he get aggravated. Hey, I seen that shit have plenty of happen. I mean, many a time. Man, that's why. That's why. Just keep, bro. Yeah, exactly. But so that's why you just keep shit.
So what do you feel like? You said there's a difference between them because you said the man gonna do anything, married or not. But you said
no. I was responding to what he said when he said his wife said you better not be buying bitches drinks. I was like, okay, you married, of course you don't buy the drink.
Okay, so married you can't.
Is that even a question, nigga? When you're married, should you not married? Why would a married man buy anybody a drink other than their wife? That of course,
right.
Married men shouldn't be trying to fuck single women, so why would they buy a woman a drink?
Well, why would why the person in a committed relationship be trying to do buy a drink?
Accepting the drink. We're talking about accepting the drink. A woman accepting the drink.
Okay, so why would a woman in a committed relationship or a marriage accept the drink accept the
because
drink if they're
accepting the
not
drink
trying
ain't accepting no dick or pussy.
But you know, when
Okay,
it's a
so-
possibility to invite.
That's not a possibility.
I mean,
no, not to have sex, but it's a possibility to invite the attention that you might not want.
Man, a woman wearing a short dress to a club is a possibility to invite the attention you don't want. A woman wearing high heels in a club is to invite the. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying go ahead and do it. I'm just saying I don't think it's an issue. Like it wasn't an issue for me. I wasn't. I'm not. I don't
know. I think it's
issue in that matter because it's a drink. Like niggas buy drinks for women all the time.
I think it's I don't know. I think would I want my woman to accept the drink? No. The reason being because I feel like some men would like I said feel like that's inviting. I mean, some men might, even if a man don't want to talk to her, he sets the drink, he give her the drink, or he pays for the drinks and walk away. I don't even want no man spending their money on my woman for what? That because even a gesture, even as a kind gesture, what are you gesturing? What are you doing?
That she was beautiful and he wanted to buy her a drink.
Okay,
but I understand what you're saying.
My woman got my. Hold on, let me finish. My woman got her own money.
Yeah.
My woman got her own money to buy her own drinks. Because what would be the difference? I don't know why they're doing that again. What would be the difference of me seeing a beautiful woman that's being married and going up to her and paying for her drink? Is that just as a kind gesture?
The difference would be that you buying it to get
what would be the difference if we just
that's the difference.
Accepting and accepting kind gestures?
The difference would be that if you're a married man buying another woman a drink with the intention of some pussy, like you was.
No, I didn't say the intention. I said as a kind gesture.
That's not what I said. You can't give a kind gesture like that. You spending money on somebody. That's not the same as somebody giving.
I think she's beautiful. I'm giving a kind gesture. What is my woman doing if she take a drink?
So because
that's not the same thing at all, bro.
So because you married,
that's not the same thing.
Because you married and you buying a drink, your intention is to get some pussy.
Yeah,
Isn't y'all saying that that's why the woman shouldn't take it because the intention is probably for that? So isn't that exactly the same? Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same. That's what I'm saying. It don't make a difference whether you're married or not.
It don't make a difference. So
if I can't buy a woman a drink, why should she be able to accept the drink if we both married?
Because what if the dude
you're approaching a woman, she's not approaching a man.
What if the dude that was buying her a drink is married?
That ain't got shit to do with her. Think about it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why.
You out here about a lot of drinks, nigga.
Nah. We both know I did, and I ain't that type of nigga. But
the
reason why is
next subject.
Go get my charger for this. No, the reason
why is different. What Martin Lawrence say next?
Well, I mean, you can't speak on this because you ain't got the player jeans I got. But the reason why it's different is because the married woman has an obligation to her husband. The nigga that bought her a drink, whether he was married or not, has an obligation to his wife. So that's why it's different. You have an obligation to your wife to not go out and trick off your money on other females because that's your wife's money. Your wife has an obligation to you not to put herself in bad positions or accept things that you feel she shouldn't.
What about if he paid for a meal? What about if he paid for a meal? You know what? I'm going to just pay for y'all meal real quick.
I mean, like I said, every situation is different. It's all on how you run your household, brother.
No,
I mean, nobody can tell you what's right for yours, but
no, I'm asking you, what if
them fighting words?
Huh?
Them fighting words.
What if a man come up to your table like, "Hey, baby, I just think you're beautiful here. I want to pay for your meal. Pay for a meal and walk off."
Man, let him pay that shit instead of going home.
He said, "No, we ain't doing that.
We ain't finna walk on my table like that."
You ain't at the table.
But look, if your lady is out without you, you probably sent her out good anyway. So she ain't got to.
That's what I'm saying. She should have her own money.
She should already have her own shit.
Man, 100%. That's not what the question is. Whether she has money or not. The question is what happened. Now, of course, if she say no, then yeah, that's fine. If the nigga paid for it, I wouldn't honestly. If my woman came back and told me, man, I was out with my 2 homegirls, and this nigga came up and was like, "Oh, y'all looking fine? I want to pay for y'all meal." I'd be like, "Shit, hey, that sounds like a winner to me." Now, if she was like, "Oh, I was out and the man said, can I sit with you and eat with you and all that?" Yeah, I'd have a big problem with that. So it really just depends on the scenario and the situation.
So what man just gonna buy a girl buy a
It's a
plate?
whole lot of niggas like that, bro. That's why tricking is so big. It's niggas that go to clubs all the time, just like the strip club, and they go spend their money
Strip club is totally different.
Okay, so if
Sound
she
like a
by
trick.
what
So
about
you
if
be
she by
tricking.
herself?
So
If she by
that's what I
herself,
said.
not with her
It all
friends.
depends.
What
Every
if she by
situation
herself?
is
Look,
different.
she by herself. She at the bar. Guy comes up. Hey, what you
All these
having?
situations
And
are
he
no
buy her.
situations.
He buy her a drink. He buy her a drink, and then he walk off.
All
If
these
you bought her a
Because I
situations
drink,
can
are
you
no
walk
understand the
up.
situations. You
situation
know
with
that,
you with your
right?
homegirls. You trying to get around the drinks. You like okay, yeah. Let me get
But
some
that's
drinks
what the
out of
girl
you.
said though in the video. We was going off the video.
Well, I'm not saying necessarily I would want my wife to do that, but I'm just saying I can see how that women do that. I'm gonna do that, but you gotta also understand if you accept something, you gotta accept what's gonna come. You don't have to accept, but you gotta know that something could come
Yeah,
with
you got
that.
to be understanding the consequences of what could come with it.
Yeah,
But when you
because he
ask him
might could be waiting
what's
in your
wrong with a
car, like,
married
hey,
man
baby,
buying a woman drinks,
he
that's
could
a
be
whole
waiting
nother
by the car the
conversation.
whole time for you. You know what I mean?
Huh?
I said he could be waiting by your car the whole time, like
Exactly.
I'm the nigga that
I
bought
just
the drink.
haven't seen nothing like that to where somebody do that, shake the spot, and don't expect nothing or don't think nothing else of it. I just
I
haven't seen.
have. And I think
I've been in that situation. Hello? Yeah, I hear me.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought
What's
that was
up,
a homie
Hunt?
that came. What's going on?
You know what? I'm not even gonna play with you.
Go ahead. We got a
That
lady that's gonna
is,
give her opinion.
yeah. I'd have been in that situation plenty of times if I was in my past relationship, because I'm not in one now, excuse me. But I've had a person come up to me, hey, how you doing at the bar, or whatever, and I'd be like, I'm in a relationship, whatever, and they buy a drink and have a good night, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna take the drink. I don't see what the problem would be, especially if I'm letting it be known like up front.
Because
So
it
you and
is
that.
still in his heart. He thinking he gonna get something in return for being nice.
Or
I
he's just
don't
like,
think it's for
or he's
everybody.
just probably like, I already came over here. I ain't
Yeah,
finna waste my
basically, shit. I
time.
might as well now.
Yeah, let me just give her like a dub or something.
Yeah.
Get this drink, whatever.
And she wasn't rude. She did it respectful. Okay,
Yeah,
I get that. I get that. Okay.
But that's not that. I'm not coming out my pocket because she wasn't disrespectful.
I mean, we got
I'm
tricks
just
out here.
saying.
Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
just say
exactly. It's people that's just gonna spend money just because. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I guess I'm stingy
It's
than a
again like you
motherfucker.
said.
Because I'm
Hey,
not
to
about
each
to
his
just buy
own.
you a drink that costs $13 and I can get that shit at Wendy's on my way home.
At Wendy's,
Okay.
you said.
Yep.
I don't know Wendy sell liquor, but
I like
okay.
what Sean Page said on his post. That's exactly what I was talking about.
So it's
Sometimes
like I think it depends on, like he said, it's situational on the situation,
situation,
like. But it's some that buy a drink and try to follow you the whole damn night. You know what I mean? So it just varies.
Bottom line is situational.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
for
It's
me,
always gonna be situations.
if my lady is out, I'm gonna say no. We ain't accepting no drinks because I don't even want to.
Hey, he said you call it trick and I call it tactics.
nah, that shit tricking.
It's
That's
tricky.
what's wrong with a lot of the
At the
female
end of the day,
clients.
it's still tricky.
They got niggas like you, Omari, that'd rather throw some money at them and buy them all drinks because you expect something in order to instead of
Well, how
just
you gonna put this on me? And I said I ain't doing shit. I
that's
ain't
what you
giving money
said.
up.
I said strip club. He said, whoa.
So let me get
I
this
don't even
right.
like
Let me
strip
get this
club.
right. They could accept the drink, but we can't as men go offer a drink.
No, that's not what we said. You said married men. What
Yeah,
what
that's
would
what
a
I'm saying.
married man? Let me ask a question. What would a married man's intentions be to buy someone a
Kind
drink?
gesture.
But why did he
Somebody
have to
Okay,
do it in the
hold
first
on,
place?
hold on.
And there you
Let
go.
me
It was a
answer. Hold
kind
on.
gesture. Go ahead then.
Hold on. My motive would be I was trying to get the bartender attention, so she was able to get the bartender attention.
Listen.
So
then there's no
it's
malice.
situational.
But listen to what I'm saying. There's no malice in that.
I've had that happen too.
When there's malice
had a lot
involved,
of stuff
that's when
happen.
it's an issue.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
He
saying.
said
So
I had
what's the
how
difference?
much stuff
A
happened
lot of
that
women
we're
that
not
would
talking
take the
about?
drink. My opinion, my thing is a lot of women that would take the drink and find it okay for that would not be okay with a man making that same gesture to another woman.
Exactly.
Because you spending your money. That's why. That's what the
Money
biggest
don't
problem
have
is. I
nothing to
think
do
of
with
it.
it. It's not about money. That's just an excuse.
So let me ask
The
you a
money
Is
question.
is an
you're
excuse.
It
you're
is about
giving that
money.
person something.
Because what if
I'm not giving her
woman?
nothing.
Okay, so
You
what if
giving
a
her
woman
some
walked up to
money,
you?
but
What if the woman tried to buy a
through a
man a drink?
beverage.
Is it the same thing if the woman tried to buy a man a drink?
What do you mean?
If a woman walked up to a married man or a
Hey,
man in a
you gotta
relationship,
be Allen light skin to get that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, get away from me.
Yeah.
I'm married. I'm gonna mush her in the face and
that's right. That's right. I know.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
mush
be
her
like,
in the face and like get it.
Hey, what you gonna say, Antron? Excuse me, sir.
I am married. Don't buy me no
Yes.
drink. I'm like,
Damn
what you got? Look, I'm like, what you got anyway? What is that anyway?
What kind of drink?
You don't even know what I drink. You don't know.
Hey, what you have? The top shelf?
Yeah,
next question for one of y'all get beat up.
Yeah. I just think just to keep the confusion down or any possibility of confusion, just don't even accept it.
Understood.
That's what I said in the first place.
I said that too in the first place. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And then Antron kept on egging it. And then tricking if you got it kept on going.
You know. hey.
Tricking if you got it.
But my question is this: why did they have to be married?
Because you're tricking, that's a different thing.
Why? Like, how come it could just be like a regular dude? Why they had to be married?
Well, you will be the person in the situation that's involved that they saying is married. You don't know about the other person's situation.
Right. If you involved with anybody in some type of relationship, committed relationship, any type of thing like that, like if you going out there with intentions on getting attention from somebody else is just fine.
I mean, what woman don't go out?
All right. What if you married and you buy everybody at your job lunch? Is that different?
Yeah, that's different.
That's totally different. They're your coworkers.
Yeah.
Why?
Now, if you only bought the 3 fine females,
right.
you only bought the 3 fine.
Hold on. That was my
coworkers.
Next thing.
Nah, we know the difference. If you bought the little Mexican chick with the short legs, something too, it's all good. But if you
select
let her
the politics, I mean, because they look good.
Yeah,
because
it's
they happen to
situational,
just happen
man.
to be attractive.
If they only had the big asses and big titties and you know what I'm saying, and you knew what they wanted before they even told you, then that's a whole other conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You just be tricking. But anyway, go ahead. Next subject, boss.
What T-Pain say, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Yes, it is. It's still tricking if you got it.
Yep.
That shit's still tricking. It was a trick that said that shit in the beginning.
Who, Trick Daddy?
Hey, he had it.
Okay, let's react to this. I want to know this.
What you want to know?
Question down there.
Babe.
Not like she was doing.
Hold on.
He was fucking.
Hey, that's fucking.
Yo,
that's dry.
Tell me what this is.
Hey, that was back in the soda pop days. Remember the soda pop?
Someone just sent me this. Yo, tell me what this is about.
He was over there fucking in the soda pop right above the church.
What's that look for?
Church is crazy.
You're not gonna tell me what this is about, bro? No, we're gonna talk about this, bro.
Talk about what? Talk about what? It's a fucking party. It's a party.
No, another nigga behind you. You gonna turn around and smile at that? So what? No.
Okay.
Now, given she is an island girl, that is how they dance in the islands. You know what I'm saying? I would have killed the bitch, but no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's funny because when I seen that one, exactly what you said. It didn't go through the whole thing. It just said this is what happens when you marry your island girl and she don't want you to know nothing.
So the question is, are y'all okay with your spouse? And I'm talking about today, as we speak.
Yeah.
Are you okay with your spouse dancing with other people at the club?
Nope.
Not like that.
So
then like what? Two-stepping?
What is the cutoff? What is the
3
cutoff?
feet. 3
No,
feet.
dancing
No
is dancing. That was fucking.
Like North Carolina?
3 feet, no pressure.
Huh?
Yeah. If they two-stepping, if they stepping in the name of love, if they like slow dancing, nah, she ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody
gonna have their hand on my wife's lower back or on my girl booty. Or
ain't no touching. Ain't no turning around. Strictly eye contact. 3 feet, no pressure.
I saw says no dancing.
Exactly. No dancing. That right there. That was doing too much.
That nigga said 3 feet, no pressure.
Yeah, that was crazy right there. She had a baby after that.
Yeah,
she's pregnant.
Nigga threw the clothes.
It came all right on her leg and it went in because it was that close.
Jesus was there.
Longest is space between them.
Long as it's respectful to each other. Like,
I mean,
they can.
What's the line?
We know what the line is, nigga. We all grown on here. We know what the line is.
I don't know.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
Is it space in between, or is it body touching? Is it?
No. All right, what if it was 2 women? Is that different?
Hold on, let's keep it. Hold on,
it ain't different.
I went to this club a long time.
Why is it different?
Hold on, let Alan go real quick.
And
man, fuck that shit. I asked the question.
one of the dudes from the neighborhood, OG nigga, he was in there with us, and I was with Michelle's family. And he like, y'all ain't gonna dance? And he was with his lady. He was like, man, fuck that. He got us a drink, and he took Michelle, and his wife took me. And we dancing with each other's wives and shit. But it wasn't like, you know, grabbing and holding the shit. It was just booking. Like he the type that liked to party. His wife.
Wait, Michelle actually would dance with somebody?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you let another nigga buy your wife a drink? Now I'm just
right.
kidding.
Where Michelle at? She accepted it when I asked Michelle to dance, and Michelle been knowing me over 10 years.
Because it's
like,
fuck you. Because it's fuck you, nigga. That's why.
Hey, but, so wait. Let me get it again. You said y'all was at the club. How long ago was this?
This was a while ago. This was on what's that? Crenshaw and Coliseum. What was that shit over there? Crenshaw Live, I think, some shit like that.
And y'all knew the dude?
Yeah, I knew him. He you know, he lived across the street from my mom, whatever. But he's like a OG, but he like a party type dude. So he's like, y'all just gonna stand here, y'all ain't gonna dance. He was like, man, come on. He grabbed her, they went to the dance floor. His wife grabbed me, we went to the dance floor. We just boogieing. So it wasn't nothing like,
oh, they was trying to fuck something.
No, they weren't.
Hey, I'm on what Tron said.
And it's not like the beginning of a movie and shit.
Yeah, he just put because he bought a drink for the birthday girl too. It was Michelle's cousin's birthday, so he bought a drink for her too. So he was just trying to get it.
Take something home.
He was just trying to get it live. That's all.
Hey, when he opened up his shirt, did it say?
Hey, come on now, man.
So how did y'all feel? So how did you feel about him grabbing?
But I know him. That's like one of my homeboys' uncle. So I wasn't.
Nah. When I grabbed Michelle and I took her hand, I was like, "Come on, Michelle, let's dance."
It's you though, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's fuck you, like I said.
Nah, but you know what though? It for me, if I'm at a club with whoever I'm with, because I'm single right now. So if I had a girl and I was at a club dancing and another nigga wanted to dance with her, I wouldn't mind if she danced with him. But if she was doing that, I'm either gonna slap the shit out of her or knock the shit out of him. But
it's definitely gonna be an issue.
But they should already know what, like, she should know. Anybody dealing with you should know how to conduct themselves.
Hey, but what if that was her ex? Let's make it funky. What if it was her ex?
You had a whole lot of you being
messy.
That's not even worse.
Oh, somebody say
if it's her ex, he shouldn't even come over there to talk to us.
Right.
Period.
So what if you not there?
She run him off.
You not
somebody
there,
on the
man
messy.
walk up. He buy her a drink. He
Hey,
say, I want to buy you a drink.
Juices through this shit.
Hold on. I want to buy you a drink. You know, you mind if we dance? We have a little.
Go
dance
for it. That's what the club is for. To go enjoy yourself. Go dance. Go have fun. I don't expect the girl to dance with all women while she's at the club. That's why you go to the club. But I don't expect him to do that. I don't expect him to do that.
So he could buy her a drink and then he could dance with her after that.
Exactly.
100%.
Look, I can hang out with you as long as I come home at night, huh? That's all I care about.
It's so much insecurity.
Not like asking because it's some left and right.
Oh, go ahead, big bro. What'd you say?
She said I can hang out with you as long as I come home.
No. I said what big bro said. What Trey said.
I'm joking. Marcus Noby.
Oh no, it's all good, but no. Realistically speaking, though, men be so insecure about other men with their women. It be the women that choose what they do with other men or women. So it's not the other motherfuckers you need to worry about. It's about what your woman's intentions
going
are.
to allow.
I agree. I think it's based on the communication that you guys have. Because I'll speak on old stuff because I had like a good understanding in the old relationship that I had. But we had those conversations. I think everything is about conversation. If you don't talk to your partner about a lot of stuff, that's where the problems come in at, because you don't know until something situational happen, and then now it's a problem because y'all never talked about it. So, past situation, if we going out, is it okay if we dance with other people? We dancing together all night. What we doing when we get here? And then, it's some tension or problems prior to us going there. You know what I mean? Or we went to the strip club. Are you getting a lap dance? Okay. If, X, Y, Z, whatever. It's a conversation that's had. Well, that was me in my past situation prior to going into any situation, so I know what we doing when we get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody come buy me a drink, it's like, shit, shut that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you give me one too. Whether we was joking or serious, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said it's all about communication. If you got a good,
I think when I was younger, I was a little bit more acceptable to things. Like, yeah, you know, the club. I guess because I don't really club no more. If I go out now, I ain't really try to hop on nothing and dance like that, and I would feel like my
Wait, bro
woman
went
ain't
to go
either.
get
So
his
it's a
whole
little
studio
different now. And
set.
I guess I look at it. I'm not gonna say I'll be upset. I mean, as long as it's respectful. Like, you know,
Hey, Sid,
But you know, a lot of
about to
time
rap?
when you go dancing, everybody is, you know, kind of turning around with their backside dancing. Nobody's really want to dance face to face. So that's why
they ain't bending over doing that though. She was fucking. That's different.
I agree with Marcus. That was fucking.
Yeah,
So
I
you
didn't see
mind the
my
man
mama
rubbing
dance
his?
with my uncles on it, and she turned around and they booging. He not humping her like this and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's a
So
totally
you mind the
different.
man? So you don't mind a man rubbing his thing on your girl's ass?
Huh?
I just said that's not.
Wait,
Huh?
wait. I just like
That's
how
not
everybody
what we
went
said at
in.
all.
Like,
I said they shouldn't
No,
be in the
I'm
position where
asking.
they
I'm
fuck.
just asking a question, and
think-
it
I
ain't
think-
just to you.
Well,
I think
the
we
way
all-
you just put that, it said, "Would I
Yeah.
mind a man?" Bro, that's
Yeah.
a dumb question. Of course,
Why
I
is
would
it?
mind that. Would
I
I
think
mind a
we
man
all-
dancing?
yeah.
Because some people actually dance. Some it's a lot of men. I got homeboys
cha-cha
I know they
slide,
love
nigga.
to dance. They love to dance. They married.
That's what I'm trying to find out the
go with their
limit.
wife.
Hey,
They
Alan.
dance with 10
Hey,
people
Alan,
in
did
the
Michelle
room.
them do the
And
cha-cha
it ain't got
slide?
nothing to do. Hold on,
So
nigga.
long as she don't turn
It ain't
around,
got listen. It ain't got nothing to do with the nigga rubbing his dick on her ass. That's the insecurity. That's the insecure type of thing.
I'm
when
asking
man
a question.
thinks
No,
that's
it ain't.
I'm not talking about you.
But
This is
how
what
did
I'm
dick
saying.
get on her ass?
I don't know where that came from.
If one of
You're
y'all
right.
was
I just
actually
wanna know where
listening
that
to
came
actually
from.
hear, you got to listen to hear, bro. You keep talking.
I heard what he asked the
If you're
question. I just
dancing
want
with
to know.
somebody, and I'm answering the question, if you're dancing with somebody to enjoy dancing, you're dancing. If you the nigga that's trying to rub your dick on somebody's ass, you can tell the difference. So
And that's
dancing
what
with
I was
somebody don't
saying.
have nothing to do with that. It's a different thing.
That's
so
what I was saying with the
if they
OG.
grinding and slow grinding and doing all that type of shit, that's a totally different thing. If they just dancing, casually dancing like grown people.
I don't know what casual.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking you. What is casually dancing?
Well, I mean, if we was in the room together and we had two females, I could tell them to dance with you. I dance with other, I can show you. I can't show you here. So if you don't know, I couldn't honestly.
You asking questions just to ask them,
most
or
people-
you really don't know what casual dancing is?
Yeah, because that sounds idiotic that you know what casual dancing is.
What I'm saying is this is what I was asking. If we talking about space in between us, to me that's casual dancing. If we having space in between us, our bodies is not touching. As far as like, but nowadays the first thing a woman do is turn around and put her ass to you. That's what I'm saying. That's normal dancing nowadays.
But my question,
that's not
my
casual
question
dancing.
is,
Okay.
Hold
But
on.
we
Hey,
talking about
Tron,
our age
Tron.
group. If we in the club, hold on, let me finish my point. We in the club. If we in a jazz club or R&B club, obviously, yeah.
But who go in the club?
We got
They
a few
going to
feet
lounges?
apart. Are we stepping? Are we dancing to some R&B music? Are we dancing to hip hop music? Come on now, you gonna tell me like that's not you don't have body to body contact in hip hop music?
You don't have to.
Regardless of what
exactly.
type of genre of the music it is there's a casual dance and there's even if she turn around real quick, not like steady turn around, like she just do a quick spin.
Yeah, a little slow spin, like how they
That's
do
still
whatever.
casual dancing.
Yeah.
I'm saying long as it's not body to body contact. Well, just say no, nigga. No
You
body to
keep
body
saying
contact.
body to body
We said that.
contact.
We
You
said that.
making it
No,
a
y'all
sexual
didn't.
You said
act.
dick on the booty too.
You making it a sexual
I
act.
said no
listen to the
body to
wording.
body. I'm saying like you know what I mean by body to body.
So
I ain't talking
look.
about touching
If
it.
she turn around and they go like that, that's dancing. If she turn around and they doing this, that's fucking. So
No,
this is body to
It's not
body.
fucking.
If
It's
she
casual
bend
dancing.
if she bend over like this,
Marcus
she bend
said they
over.
Now
fucking.
she doing that.
No, if they bend over. If she bend
And
over, it's
nowadays
no
it's
fucking.
casual
What old
dancing,
girl
but
did in
okay.
the video? What old girl did in the
No,
video?
that was
Yeah,
fucking.
that was too much.
That was humping. That was dry humping. That was dry humping.
That was
Yeah,
That's
that's
what you did in the bathroom when
unacceptable.
you was
And
12.
I don't think
2000 soda pop.
Hey, that's
I'm
fucked up.
asking
Nuts
things.
Comedy Club. You know what I mean? That was all of
Listen,
that.
y'all. I'm asking things to get clarity. It's not just I'm trying to get clarity for the chat too. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just asking y'all to just get clarity and understanding how everybody feel. I don't think I'm
In
like
a relationship,
dumb. Like,
no,
I'm
it's not
dumb.
good. If
I
you
know damn
single,
well what I'm accepting, what I'm not going to accept.
No. I like
where
what
Bree
Housesaw
at?
said.
Bree?
Housesaw said, "Who going to the club anyway?"
Everybody, nigga. I mean, a
Nigga,
club.
no, we gonna
a
lounge.
The
We don't
bar
go to no
grills,
club.
all that stuff, they have music, they have
This
dance
motherfucker.
floors and all that
Dancing
shit.
to the lounge, bro. It's the same thing.
Right.
No, who's
Hey, we
going to
see
a
Lounges
club?
don't have,
What's
they
the
don't
difference with a lounge and a club? No, they dance at lounges.
Yeah,
Nigga, like lounges, you sitting down chilling.
At lounges, you stand up and dance too. I got three lounges here in Vegas. They have lounges where they sit, smoke hookah, and dance, and then you see people up dancing too. It's the same
They
thing.
dance at the winery out. Y'all been to the winery out in Temecula?
That's what I'm saying. They gonna
no, you ain't never invited
black.
us.
You dance anywhere. They dance at funerals now. So what's the difference?
Right.
It's not.
Right.
You know, they was crip walking at OG funeral.
Why you go all the way left? He said that they do it at funerals.
I mean, I'm saying
I ain't never going.
You act like they don't dance at a lounge. A lounge ain't nothing but a soft-spoken club.
Hey, Jackson said your girl don't respect you. She out here grinding at another man. Period.
Hell nah.
Facts.
That's facts.
They got me looking like I'm Darth Vader on this bitch.
All right. Next,
nigga, what happened to your studio setup?
Me?
Yeah.
Nigga, I was in the garage. I told you I just tried
Now,
to
if she got a job, her money is not my money.
That's right.
My money is my money, and her money is her money.
Right.
My money is my money, my money is her money, and her money is her money. My money it belongs to her, and her money belongs to her. Her money don't belong to me.
That's right.
Please, man, please.
That's right.
Her money do not belong to me, because God tell the man, you work.
You work. That's
By
right.
the sweat
Your
of
brow.
your brow.
That's right.
My money is her money.
Okay.
Hey, Marcus, do that again. Marcus,
Let the church say amen.
Nah, hell no.
Hey, hold on. Here go Marcus.
Something was off about that.
I think
Marcus,
I agree.
what you gotta
I
say,
agree.
Devil's Advocate?
I agree. No, I agree with what he's saying. But however, people take that out of content so much.
Content is
They
content.
take that shit way out of content, bro. He not saying. Well, he actually is saying when you get your paycheck, just hand it over to her because she's taking care of the household bills.
Right.
It don't mean you ain't got no money in your pocket because you got a debit card that's attached to that money. So it's not saying like how these women today they like, oh yeah, I make $60,000, $70,000. He make $80,000. We spend all his 80 and I get to keep my 60. That's bullshit. But what he's saying is you're supposed to provide and take care of things in the magnitude of things, the bigger responsibility. However, in today's society, because it's so expensive, you got to put your money together. It's still y'all money. I mean, whether you putting in $2,000 every 2 weeks and she putting in $500, it's still y'all money collectively because she's still going to take care of the household and the bills and all that. And you know you're going to do the majority of the work ideally as a man. I mean, that's just how life should be.
This video is a little dated, so it might be, but he's saying, you know, her money, he don't want nothing from her.
Nah, if your partner is taking your money and her money and blowing that shit, then you need somebody else, bro.
You need somebody else, yeah.
All right, next subject. We all agree upon that. We agree.
Nah, but look, I'm gonna tell you a funny thing. When I was married, and this is why I didn't really have no money issues mentally like that or trust with that type of shit, even though I could trust with other shit. But one time, something happened where I ended up having to spend a lot of money that I didn't expect on something, and it was like just out of the clear blue. So everything was paid and all that, but then I had to pay some other shit that took the little bit of money that I had left, like the last like $800-900, like, and it's like boom. So now I'm like broke. So I'm like, damn, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm broke till I get paid. She's like, what do you mean? What's wrong? I'm like, well, I had to do XYZ, so I had to spend a little more money, but I had to spend my last couple of dollars too before I get paid again. She said, well, what do you need? You need money in your pocket? I'm like, yeah. She's like, how much do you need? I said, well, I wish we had like, $1,000, $1,500, something just put away. All the bills are paid, but at least we can have something if something happened. So she said, I'll give it to you. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, you always make sure I got money in this and that. So I put money up for a rainy day. So I said, oh, okay. I'm like, well, how much rainy day money do you got? She said, well, that don't matter, but I'm gonna give you the $1,500 you said you wanted. So I said, if you can give me $1,500, that means you got at least double or more. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, fuck that. I want to know how much you got.
Now you want to know her money.
So look, she goes into her little stash in the closet, and she came out. She had like $4,300 altogether. I was furious for a second, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, so all this time I'm thinking I got $900 and I got to spend it, and you got several $1,000s over here. And she like, if I told you we had this money, will we still have it?
Right.
And I was like, damn, because I'm the type, they got some rims. A nigga trying to sell me some rims for a car, I would just go buy it because I had the money. Because the bills are paid. So I'm like, I can fuck this off, or I can go buy something for the car or the bike or whatever. So I had to respect that she was more in tune and involved with our financial situation than I was. I was making money all day long, but I wasn't spending it wisely. So I had to then respect that I can give her the money like I had been and understand that she was doing the right
Hey,
thing.
everybody, he wilding.
Taking care of business. So I can understand why he's saying
Is that Nick?
That's Jordan.
Oh, that's Jordan Ash. What's up, boy?
What up? What up? How's everybody doing?
Okay, so
what's up with it?
He like bright like Nick.
Yeah. Okay. So her money. I feel like I think my household all one pot. Our money is our money. We got to learn to manage that, and we got to learn to be financially responsible with that. When we broke, we ain't got it. So, of course,
like Bird's lady, if she recognized that, okay, he might not be as good as I am about managing money, so let me just put this to the side. I'm gonna keep
that's
it.
Fine.
Yeah. So that's what happened. I'm gonna keep
it. That's okay. That's okay.
He still showed him.
Yeah.
He still showed him like we got this.
But if we need it, come forward. If it's a financial thing where it's time to come forward and be like, hey, then come forward and pay that. I mean, don't.
Yeah, that's what happened, and that's
don't let me like. I don't know if I wanted to pay it and then had to come ask you for some money. Like, I mean, maybe you could have been like, hey, you need to pay this.
But that's still a good thing though, because if you can pay it without dipping into your stash,
right.
No, but he was broke.
That's what it was.
After
but she didn't know I was whatever came up, I had to take care of. And then I came and like, damn, I had to do this and do that.
So it wasn't a household thing that you took care of. It was something personal.
No, it was something outside of that.
Okay,
but
that's understandable.
I think it's the respect thing too. I think it falls under the respect of trusting the stronger person as far as the financially stronger person. Because sometimes the man is a stronger person, so he need to be the one in charge of the money. You know what I'm saying? He need to be the one to go grocery shopping or paying the bills on time or whatnot because he may be better at it. I wasn't at that time. I am now because she taught me, but I damn sure wasn't before. I'd be walking around with bands in my pocket, and my $50 phone bill would be turned off like a motherfucker because I forgot to pay the bill.
Great.
So just you got to learn you got to know your strengths and your weaknesses.
Well, man, money management is way more important than making the money.
Indeed, it is. Yes,
sir.
How to
manage money, bro? Like, money's coming in, and you just whatever I got it. I'm doing this and that. It goes like that, bro.
Yes, sir.
Manage money. Or being around people that know how to manage money, good people that want to show you how to. I didn't know nothing about managing money. I never had money in my life.
Right. Yeah.
And to me, what I mean by never had money, like I never had like what I came across, like a large, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Just consistent flow of an abundance of money.
Right. So I was kind of like, oh shit, I can. First thing, I'm from the hood, right in the neighborhood. I'm gonna go buy me this. I'm gonna go buy me that.
Right.
And I'm in I never forget this. I was at the Fendi store in Rodeo Drive with my buddy, and I said, hey, I'm gonna get this shirt, whatever. It's only $600 or $800, whatever it was. And he looked at me. He said, bro, do you hear yourself? You know what we just said? And this dude got millions of dollars. He's rich.
Okay.
And I said, yeah. I said, what's the problem? He's like, bro, he's like, that's not how you want the money. And just, he's like, what are you gonna do when you run out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna show your Fendi shirt to everybody or what?
Yeah, man.
So money management is something very important. Growing up in a minority, my parents didn't know anything about that either. So I didn't know about that, So I had to learn, self-educate myself, and just be around good people, man. Because it's a thing that now that we're older now, and we still I'm still learning as I'm going, but I'm trying to pass that down to my kids, teach them the importance of that. Not just like, here you have $100. Oh man, I'm gonna go waste it now.
Right.
How to prolong it or how to make more with it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy that you said that, because my mom's was telling me she was big on money management, and she was telling me
smart
I had a little change, and she was like, "You should buy some property or some shit like that." But I wasn't even there mentally. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah,
and I blew all that shit, and I wish I would have listened.
But it's take it as like it's lesson learned. We live and we learn. That's it. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
That's all we can do, and say, okay, cool. Now when I get it again, I'm gonna do things differently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy Gary's house. I'm gonna buy that house Gary's sitting in right now.
Hey, you gotta
right,
do it, bro.
I got
you know what I'm saying? All it takes is hard work and determination.
Another video I wanna react to real quick, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Tell me if y'all can hear the value now.
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
They need that validation.
They need it.
That's deep.
But he's intertwining two things, though, because validation don't necessarily have to be sexual. It could just be the attention.
Yeah, it could be verbal.
Yeah.
I can't really speak too much on that because I just can't speak too much on it. I really don't have much to say about it. I can't say I've been in too much position to really understand that type of thing. I know people or seen people go through different types of trauma that they have to be validated with certain things, especially like, in the dating pool and stuff like that, where women want you to tell them how beautiful they are all the time. Of course, women like to hear they're beautiful, but some people really want to know because they've been told how unbeautiful they were or different things.
See, I'm teaching my oldest daughter that now, and I'm telling her that you might not get the attention from your peers at all the time, but there's some women or some girls out there that will go to the men, and the men can take advantage of them real easily because they want the attention.
Right.
But it don't have to necessarily be sexual though. It could just be that they showing them some type of somebody don't agree with Dr. Umar. Yeah, it could just be some type of attention.
Okay. All right, man.
Yeah, I don't like Dr. Umar ever since he started fucking with Suki, but we covered that last time. But
what you mean? Wait, what you mean? What did he do with Suki?
He was trying to date Suki. He was dating Suki.
Is that right?
Yeah, called her and they was trying to date and all that. I don't believe he can be who he is and stand for what he says he stand for and date a woman like that. That's so trashy and nasty, downgrading to women in our society and all that. And he's supposed to be this model figure that wants to uplift women and tell them to stand up for something and be power of black people and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was dating Suki. Suki had made a saying that she liked him. Like he said she would need to change a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I don't believe he was necessarily dating her. He said she would.
You didn't see the video? You better Google it. He walked up on and they talking and it was like, well, I just wanted, we could spend some time. We can go to dinner, this and that. And then, that's when they started the whole thing about them attempting to date and showing up at places together.
Was it who she is now or just before anybody?
No, who she is now.
It was who she is now. It wasn't that. It was last year.
I think he was giving it. She had came out saying she liked him. I think he was just basically
but
going
you
with
think
the internet thing.
They said they was dating. So Unless you prove they wasn't, I don't know.
The
Did he
internet is
say they was
internet.
dating?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's
okay,
what
well,
when they said they were approaching each other. They were like, trying to talk, whatever. But that's just like Samuel, whatever his name was, that passed away, and he started dating that known hood rat chick.
Crook Dog, what's up, man?
Oh, Kevin Samuel.
What's dope?
Chilling, man.
Crook Dog no longer a member of criminal crime, or how it go?
You be
I remember that shit. I had that whole album, baby.
Shit, man.
What's good? Hold on. Let me see how I come on this motherfucker.
All right, look, we're gonna react to. I'm gonna play this. This is something that was kind of crazy to me, man. I want y'all opinion on this. How would you react to it? With everything considered.
Say hey, TT. Good morning. So TT decided to run the streets, and she meet men out here in these streets. And Lord knows. But the problem that we're having is I've had this girl for 3 years, and she has indicated to me that Dad, me and Daddy Chris have been funking. She said that her and Daddy Chris been screwing, right? Yes. And it's not the first time she said it, right? So when she brought it to my attention, I immediately tried to address the situation. And then immediately she said that we didn't do it. That you didn't do it. No. So now I'm completely confused about what's the reality and what's real and what's not. You understand? So now she's saying it again. And she's really pretty detailed. And honestly, I really don't even know. I know who she is. I know who he is. And the fact that I know who both these people is, I'm inclined to believe that it could be the truth. I'm inclined to believe that it can be a lie. So what do I do? But she is saying all these things. So tell me what has occurred, because I'm baffled. I'm lost. I'm confused. I don't even know what to do. You understand? And the messed up part about it is that she's 24. So she wants these things. Like, do you want that Chris to have sex with you? Yes, I do. But she said that she wouldn't have sex with her biological father too, right? Yeah. And he said what? No, because that's kind of rape. So that's what she said. But she's also adamant about the fact that her and Daddy Chris, and what I'm not going to do is be that woman who say, no, he did it. But I'm confused. So what do I do? I need a lot of take the test. I need something. And because she be back and forth, a motherfucker who is manipulative can use it to their advantage. Like, oh, she's delusional. She'll say any damn thing. So that'll be his go-to. That, oh, she's IDD, she's delusional. You know she say all kind of shit. Because you also said that Jaquay did something to you, right? You told my neighbor that, right? Was that the truth or a lie? A lie. And so when you lie on people, how much believing you telling the truth? So what happened with Daddy Chris? So that night when Genesis friends came. So it be stuff like that be making me feel like some of this should be true, because she be detailed about the days. Like, we were in the bathroom, right? We took off our clothes. He was uploading porno videos. After he did that, we started to fuck like the porn.
Okay.
What the?
Where did this shit go?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But I saw that and I'm like, that's just to be in that position as a parent, like, damn, because. But what I did hear is she was very detailed on some of the things, but she has lied
Sometimes,
before, right?
Sometimes I hate the internet, bro.
Man, that's fucked up to even watch.
For one, that shouldn't have been on the internet.
Right,
That's
exactly.
True. That should not be on the internet. Yeah.
It seemed like she was special needs.
She was.
She was mentally disturbed. So I mean, that's like a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't go to the internet with nothing like that. I just
She
saw it and it just kind of
went to the police station.
There you go.
It felt like somebody was taking advantage of the mentally ill kid. Even though she's 24, but
just for topic, just for a topic that we can react to. I mean, how would you handle that situation, knowing that she's being detailed and it sounded like the truth, but I'm gonna mute you, Chris. It's being detailed. It sounds like the truth, but she's lied before.
That's
you know
an
what I
over
mean?
emotional thing, because as a woman, I mean, as a man or a woman, it's like, how do you deal with it? It's like, all right, you have the mother who's going through it, and you have the daughter. But at the end of the day, like everybody was saying, I was reading some of the comments when I first seen it, and like I believe her. I don't think that when she was like I was just playing, I think that that's what he's trying to tell her to say. But I think the details and everything that she was saying, I believe that you know what I mean. The dad was doing whatever whatever happened, but at the same time, she still is special need. But that don't give them. I mean, but they still have rights at the end of the day. To me,
What the hard part in the video is, she said she wanted she said Daddy Chris, I guess, is
That's
stepfather
her
or father figure,
stepdad or
whatever.
something like
But
that.
then she said that the mom told her, but you said you want to do it to your real dad too. And she said, yeah, but he said we can't because of whatever. So it's hard to say that she was or wasn't telling the truth because she said that she wanted to have sex with her real father and whoever Daddy Chris is. So that that would be a terrible situation
I'm
to
sitting
be
here,
in.
it's like, what the
And
fuck? I didn't bring all this shit in
What's
here.
the relationship of all of these
it'd
people?
be hey, mute your
I got him.
mic, Gary. But the thing is, it sounds like the relationship is like a stepfather and a real father that she was back and forth with, as far as Daddy Chris being her stepfather or something, and her real father. So it's hard to say that she was or wasn't, active with it because, you know what I'm saying? How can you can't say that because it was detailed she was telling truth because a person's mind could paint a picture of anything. But she was that shit saying like he started pulling up porno and then we start acting like the porno. That sounds pretty detailed to me.
Yeah,
Like
she said we
I
went to
think
the
I would believe
bathroom,
it
such
because
and
of
such
that.
was
That's
over. It's like,
that's
damn.
way too detailed to be like
yeah,
made up in
exactly.
your head, and
But you
and
know
that's
what I
not
was
a
thinking
normal
about?
thing. You know what I mean?
What I was thinking about was like, say, because this has happened to people that's been innocent. So say it's happening to
Yeah.
somebody that's your loved one, say your child or something, or somebody like that you really love, and you feel like you know their character, and they looking at you pleading and crying, telling you they didn't do this, but this other person is saying they did this, and maybe it sounds detailed and all like that, but you know this other person to have lied before. It's like that's a tough situation to be in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, damn,
I say go to the
It's a
police
very
and
tough
get
situation for
a lie
anybody to
detector.
be in, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
They got lie. They got lie. You can. Anybody can go to a lie detector company and have a lie detector test done to anybody. That
You
you can
think
pay.
that's lie detector test is like? I mean, would you really base your feelings off that, or how
Well,
you
I
feel
would
off a
say
lie
yeah,
detector
only
test?
because unless you're a trained person to pass a polygraph test, then ideally it's about your heart rate and your demeanor, the way your heart rate changes when they ask you certain questions because you're trying to stay calm or whatever. So I would imagine it would be I would trust that more than just somebody's word because just think if you was to knock a nigga because me personally, if somebody did that shit to somebody I love and respect, it'd go to a real bad place. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care for them to go to jail. I don't care. Nah, that we'll take care of that
I want to
ourselves.
kill you.
But
Shante, you got
yeah,
to tell us
I
what
won't
we
say that.
supposed to say. You can't just say we don't say special needs. You got to put what we supposed to say so we'll know.
Right.
We do
I
say
thought,
why wouldn't we
I
say
thought,
special needs?
I thought
In your
special
world
needs.
they don't, but special needs is a type of person, whatever. You say what autistic. See, her needs could be different than others, so we don't know what they are. So special needs means they have special needs.
Yep.
You don't say retarded, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
But
you just said it too.
no, I'm
Kids
saying
say
you
that's
don't say
retarded.
that. You don't call people that is what I'm saying. But
No,
the thing about it
and at
is
least
it would be hard. It would be hard to make a determination just off of the girl because in that same video she said, "Yeah, we did it," and then I said we lied and I was joking, and then yeah, we did it, and then I wanted to do it to somebody else, and then yeah, like that would be too all over the place. I would need some type of concrete something from the other person to where even if they didn't want to answer my questions or they fought me about it, you can probably tell from the more, and I hate to say sane person, but I would get more from the sane person as to yay or nay to where I make a better determination than from the girl because she's
Off of their
obviously
reaction. Their reaction
yeah,
is going to tell me.
she's not stable enough to really give a definitive action because you see she had no emotion on either side of what she said. She was just like, yeah, we did this. Yeah, I lied, and then yeah, I did it, and then yeah, we got you like you wouldn't really
What do
get
you?
anything out of it.
But
So that
if she can't trust,
Huh?
go ahead, Brent. He was trying to
Somebody
say
was talking,
something.
but they got cut off.
What are y'all? What are y'all? This remind me of the brick girl. Y'all remember the brick girl? Y'all heard about the lady
I was,
that?
I was about to bring that up, bro. That's
Okay,
the
let me
so that's the problem with the internet that a lot of people, bro, now especially with the GoFundMe and all that shit, people are lying about shit, bro.
Yeah.
People are scamming people out of this. So I don't know if you guys heard the story, but
I'm gonna play the video. Hold on, Jordan. I'm gonna play the video.
Yeah, there we go. This shit's crazy, bro.
Hey, she went on a whole rant like
Oh, that girl, yeah,
what she
yeah.
claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just what?
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Rhoda Osmond.
National attention after that woman live streamed.
She was lying anyway, is what we getting at. She ended up lying. Now, do y'all think you should go to jail for stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be held accountable, bro. Men and women, because bro, a lot of shit has happened where women have lied. Oh, this man raped me or whatever, right? So now my life is fucked because of what she's saying, or people are believing it, and I can't prove it. So you should be held accountable. 100%.
If she would have kept on with the story and falsified somebody's identity, they would have went to jail over a lie.
Of course.
So she definitely needs to go to jail.
Yeah. She was supposed to turn herself in, and she didn't. She's on the run right now as we speak.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You said SPED, I guess. I don't know what that stands for. But
So we can't say special ed, we just say SPED.
So what SPED stand for? Special education? I don't know.
Man,
must be a new school term. And
okay, what's up?
That's if you work in that environment. That ain't got nothing to do with us in the regular world. Fuck that. It's like people saying he, him, my pronouns. Fuck that. I'm not using no pronouns. Boy, girl.
You want to? I don't really want to get into that right now.
Yeah. Couple. One more
they
question.
Get at me
man.
if they want to.
I want to show y'all this too. I want to know what y'all would do.
So a man jumped in this fight when he saw his girl getting double teamed. Oh, y'all thought I was playing when I said he jumped in the fight. He was like, I said I would never put my hands on a woman. I didn't say nothing about these feet. Who the fuck around? I don't give a fight for fuck. What you talking about right now? He gave her a one-piece lemon pepper. No sides, no combos, just straight drum kick. Fellas, if you saw your girl getting double dipped and sprinkled on the ground, you jumping in? And ladies, would you expect your man to bunny hop in it, even if you started the fight and you knew it could turn into a 2v1? Let me know. Jump kick your way to the comments. So
that shit was funny than a motherfucker right there, boy. That nigga said, "How do get? How are you?"
So my question is, your girl getting down. You know what I mean? She getting her ass whooped though. She getting jumped. Are you letting her figure that out, or are you jumping in?
I'm all in that motherfucker. Put a skirt on me.
Jumping in.
We jumping in.
I don't think I'm jumping in. I'm
the one like figure.
First of all, I don't like women that like to fight. First of all, I think a woman don't need to have her hands dirty. That's first and foremost. Now there's situations that she can't avoid where I would expect if a woman walk up to her and get in her face, hey, back up off my woman, man, chill. But if she take off on her and they got to fight, I just want a woman to throw them things on her. But if they jump her, it's 2-on-2, baby. I'm jumping in that motherfucker. I don't hit women. I don't believe in hitting women. I would kick the shit out of them just like he did. or at least not even jumping there to hit her. I'm breaking them off of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I may not go in there swinging and hitting a woman, but I may throw her a little good distance where she might not want to come back. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't sleeping no chick.
Over there, fling that one
over
there. Yeah, we not
hit you with a cool 2-piece. Boom, boom. Stumble you a little bit.
I got bisexual hands now. Bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm
What if
saying?
she,
But
what
I
if she
would
rock
never.
you a little bit? Like you, like, oh, that was a good one.
Got me right in the chin, like, woo, shit. Okay, all right, okay, Tesla. I'm
Okay,
like,
what
okay,
if it's
Tesla.
what if it's one female, but she just beating your girl ass, like whipping her? So she's stumping her out. I mean,
Well,
I'm
what she
still
do?
stopping it.
I'm be
I'm
like,
still
baby, what you do? No,
I'm still
stopping it.
Yeah, I'm
Or she be
stopping.
like, watch out, bitch ass nigga, and sock you. Like,
I'm not even gonna let it start, man. I just don't believe.
Right,
I don't believe
right.
a woman that I'm gonna date, a woman of my
Right.
stature to that type of liking, wouldn't be in that position. You know
You've
what I'm
been in
saying?
that situation. I've been in that situation before, to where
Yeah, that's crazy.
you just you don't even let it start. You just step in between right off the jump.
Yeah.
okay,
No,
so what if
I've
she
been in
two
the
piece your girl real
situation.
quick? You gonna let your girl get hers back?
I mean, no, if she two pieces, she got to get with her because that's what we was taught from the sandbar. My mama told us her boys and her girls, you don't ever go start or look for no fight. But if a motherfucker put their hands on you, you break the hand they touch you with. That's what my mama told me, and that's what we live by. I ain't never started a fight. I don't think I ever started a fight, but I've never started a fight just off GP just to go get at somebody for nothing.
No,
But
I
if
had a
a motherfucker
girl.
touch me, we going to the end.
No,
You know
I
what
had
I'm
a
saying?
girl. Hold on, I hear you, Marcus. But I had a girl. Next thing you know, I'm at the bar. I'm drinking. Next thing you know, they were like, "This little bitch handling to this big bitch." I'm like, "What little bitch?" And I look over. I'm like, "Nigga, where's my wife?" I'm like, "Where my wife at?" Nigga, my wife is handling this 6'2", big 300-pound girl just out the door.
Big
I'm like,
Sasquatch. Big Sasquatch.
I'm like, come on. And then we got kicked out of the bar that day.
I think nobody want their woman fighting, but that's like shit. We ain't nobody. They probably don't want us really fighting like that. But I mean, shit happens.
But I've never
we
dated a woman who couldn't
designed
fight
to
though.
do that.
I've never dated a woman who couldn't fight.
I think the only time they should just defend themselves. That's it. But I
Yeah,
mean,
defend themselves. Now, when it comes to niggas, that's different. But I mean, I know a lot of niggas that won't raise their hand to another nigga, but fight a female. So that's a whole nother thing. But that's another
That's some
conversation.
whole ass shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know niggas that talk big shit, and the nigga get in their face and that rah turn real low. But then let some bitches get to talk shit like, bitch, I drag you across the parking lot.
Oh,
You
man.
keep that same energy with that nigga who cussed your ass out.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother conversation though. But yeah, we all agree we jumping in.
Okay.
I don't know. Trying to answer. I don't know.
Or we're de-escalating the situation.
What's your answer, Tron?
I'm shooting and everything.
Can I say on the part about?
Nah, ain't nobody. I'm definitely going. I'm gonna get you up off. I'm gonna like drag you up off of her. I ain't about to hit you or nothing, unless you try to hit me or you try to horn me to where I can't defend myself.
What if
I'm trying to block you and you too quick, and she Floyd out there with him, and she getting past my.
Yeah, because some of these females got hands like grown men. There's some females.
What if it was a dyke trying to get at your girl, Tron? What if it was a dyke?
We jumping her ass.
You can't get beat up by no
we
dyke.
jumping her. It's a dyke beat my woman ass. We jumping her. We packing her out.
Hey, look, let a motherfucker with a fake dick jump on my bitch.
We jumping her.
But you can. But she claiming to be a man, so you can fight, right?
No.
This nigga said you claiming to be a
man.
man.
She got a strap on and she fighting with her strap on.
Hey, what if she do got the strap on? Because some dykes wear the strap.
Yeah, they wear it because it make them feel more masculine.
I would like when they got a pee.
I gotta stay on this subject too.
Bro ain't lying.
Went on to
the
subject, please. They be feeling like that.
Yeah.
The strap
all right,
on
look. Was y'all Michael Jackson fans?
Not really. I mean, it was
Michael Jackson.
I was a cultural fan, but never an actual Michael Jackson fan. Like I like Butterflies, and you know what I'm saying. You
gonna name that? That's the first song you named, Butterflies.
That's my 10-year-old daughter's favorite song, nigga. Yup.
Bro, they say PYT.
Okay, I seen this earlier. This shit was kind of funny.
It was.
Michael touch kids.
Oh shit!
I don't think my mom would have let me stay over another man's house as a kid, just voluntarily.
Bro, that's Michael Jackson.
Nigga, why you saying it like that?
You staying over there, bro?
Okay, so now here's the question.
Wait. What do you mean?
That's Michael Jackson.
What do you mean that's Michael Jackson? You would stay over there?
No.
Yes, you would. Why you say that?
I probably wouldn't because it was Michael Jackson. Yeah, like what the fuck?
You believe that?
Okay, so
hell nah. Their parents should have went to jail for taking their kids over any grown man house. I don't give a fuck who he was. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Michael Donahue. They should have went to jail. When the allegations came out that anything happened, the first people should have went to jail was them kids' parents. The first people.
So what about
all right, so you think the same
never
thing
would
with
have
R.
wanted to go to
Kelly?
Never Neverland?
What about R. Kelly?
No. It wasn't about going to Never Neverland. They spent the night. They had pajama parties. They did the Peter Pan thing. Like they stayed over for days and weeks. That's different. Going to Never Neverland is like going to Knott's Berry Farm. But you take your ass home. You don't spend the night at Knott's Berry Farm. You go home. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go with them.
Unless
But
you stay at the hotel, the resort.
see, you would have been the kid getting touched. You sound like the kid that probably got touched.
Wow.
Touched. My mama was. First of all, my mom wasn't taking us and
I got
not
my
staying there
camera
too.
on. That's fucked up.
Huh?
Nothing. That nigga said you be the one to get touched. That was kind of fucked up.
That nigga would have got touched because he said, "What if you stayed at the hotel?" Your ass would have got touched at the hotel. Little nigga.
Marcus.
Yeah, we didn't play that shit. My mama didn't let my sisters didn't spend the night nowhere but my granny house and one of my auntie or two of my auntie houses that had daughters, and they didn't have niggas running around the house and all that other shit. Nowadays, people let their kids go places where it's a whole bunch of people. They don't even know who in there. They don't even know the address to where their kids be, and they be over there. But that's different. But Neverland, they never should have stayed their ass over there. Whether he did it or not, I don't know.
Okay, so I was going to ask you believe that he did it?
I believe that. No, I don't believe that he touched him inappropriately. And the only reason why I don't, if you've watched videos and things of Michael Jackson, outside of the music part of him, the him part of him was a child. Right. He related to them as a child because of what he didn't have growing up. Exactly. He verbalized his mental state so openly about how he wanted to have his childhood back. He wanted the animals and the things that he didn't get to do and enjoy as a kid. So he recreated his childhood and wanted to share it with other kids because he was a kid at heart.
He had a whole amusement park.
He had a whole amusement park. That was for kids. That's not something a pedophile gonna do. They're not gonna go through all that just to touch a kid. He could have touched anybody. But he ain't gonna do all that just to touch him. That nigga was really spending the night and playing and having pajama parties and eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I think he was really doing that. I don't think he touched anybody inappropriately. But I still don't think they should have been there with him, regardless on him being mentally a child, or not even mentally a child, but in a child's heart space. That's for his fun and curricular activities. He still was a grown-ass man that should have been left alone with other people's kids that he's not. He ain't their uncle, he ain't their cousin.
It wasn't even a relative. He was a
he
rich
wasn't a
nigga.
relative. They shouldn't have been over there.
Hey man, people really have motives, man. This shit could have been planned from the beginning. Oh, Michael Jackson is letting people stay at his house. This is what we gonna do.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree.
Bro, look at R. Kelly. Look at all these people. Look at all these people that came out saying R. Kelly did what they did to him when they were teenagers and all that. Where the fuck was their parents at when they were gone?
That's what I said at the beginning.
You know what
I think that's it's still bad, but it's a different situation because
it's a different situation for sure. Yeah.
R. Kelly was
in the
more
sense
like
of these people were taking their kids to record recording studios to drop them off with a studio full of grown men to record a song. My daughter, 15, 16, I'm not leaving her nowhere with a room full of grown men. I don't give a fuck what she doing.
That's the parents.
She gonna do it with me. She gonna do it with me there. I'll be at the studio watching what we're doing, and she gonna leave with me. I'm not letting her go out with nobody and just hanging out with grown men.
I don't care who you are.
I don't give a fuck about R. Kelly or nobody when it comes to that, because you put your kids' lives in the hands of some people you have no idea what they're about. And then a lot of them did, because just like Ike Turner in the Tina Turner movie, he was paying that mama. That mama was getting broke off to let her to basically sell her daughter.
That's what I was just gonna say.
You know what I'm saying?
Money,
them parents got broke off too.
Bro,
you ain't got to pay your bills this month? Don't worry, mama. Here you go.
Yeah,
I got your daughter. She gonna be with me this week. We're going to the Bahamas, but don't trip. Here goes some money to make sure the bills is paid. You go get your hair done in a new dress. They was like, no problem, Mr. Kelly. I love you, son.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, that's wild.
They sold their kids, man. But that's off time.
All right,
Make you a sandwich if you're hungry.
What do y'all think about this?
What if they don't want no sandwich, nigga? No, I'm just kidding.
The black man putting on a dress conversation.
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That conversation to me it's silly. because it's a negative thing that is only in black people. We have, for some reason, been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy, that we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic movie. Mm-hmm. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody says. No, it's a classic.
Everyone says it's a classic.
That whole thing about, you put on a dress and you selling out, that is not an artist's mindset. When you're an artist, you go out and you create art.
What about the
thoughts?
I agree with what he said with the last part of it. He said it's just art. This is my craft. This is what I do. This is what I hone into.
I don't think I really had a conversation about this whole Cat Williams thing with y'all, but I see like in between the lines where Cat Williams is full of shit.
I agree with you,
but
what?
But
yeah, I agree with him. I think he was just putting smoke in the air.
But as far as this whole dress thing, side note, Martin.
We all know that.
Marlon Wayans, he wear pants that's a little too tight though.
We know that.
Yeah, but as far as this whole dress thing, I don't think this is people that's doing this shit by choice. Marlon Wayans, Martin Lawrence, even if you go to the old school with shit like that, this is by choice. I don't think that was an agenda. I think the agenda is what we see today that's on TV. As far as the
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
No disrespect. Hold on. No disrespect to bro. We're gonna go back to this. Now we know Marlon. We're gonna do this. What you said, Marlon. Now if you break down Marlon from maybe A Living Color, then we go on. We got the basketball
Jim
movie where
Carrey.
him and his brother died. We go on. Then we got the other one with the genetic shit. Genetics, my bad. But the other part is what I'm trying to say. Y'all really think that like the shit with Marlon, like he's so low tier. He's low tier. And they talk about Illuminati and going through here. He's so low tier, bro, compared to like Snoop.
Marlon?
No. Hold on. He's high on our list. But I'm talking about like mainstream, he's low tier. Not unless you're a white person. Like niggas, if you don't fuck with him coming from back in the day with A Living Color and Pops and all type of shit, like can you really say that Marlon is that nigga?
That's not. I don't think that's the point, though, bro. It's about a black man in a movie wearing the dresses is what the whole idea was. But
do you guys
and
have
he
an
wore a
issue
dress.
with
He wore a
do
dress.
You guys have an
Him?
issue?
I don't have an issue.
Do you guys
Shit.
have an issue when men put on dresses?
Hell no, I don't, bro. But I feel like it's like even with me saying this, it's like niggas may look at me different. You put on a dress, bro, but at the end of the day, you get in a bag. But if you're not getting fucked in your hold on. If you're not getting fucked in your ass, bro, hold on some real shit. If you're not
hold on, you ain't gotta go there. Wait, you ain't gotta go there.
No, I hear what he's saying. If you're not doing that in a dress
In the movie, yeah.
In the movie, but even still.
Okay, hold on.
The separation.
What about Snoop though? What about Snoop? We all fuck with Snoop.
Hold on.
I ain't never seen Snoop in a dress.
Come back to you.
It had to be the dress. But when he did the Cat Williams shit, the first Cat Williams movie with the scary shit, I forgot what it's called.
He had on a kilt. You talking about when he had on a kilt like a skirt, like the Irish Scottish?
No, when he put on the white face. What's that movie? And Cat Williams had this shit.
I don't know, but where are you going with this?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is like, look, what I'm trying to go with is like, okay, we all look at it with certain niggas, and y'all say if he put on the dress, he go through here. But Snoop did the white face, and going through this shit. All I'm trying to say is I'm a little bit here with my niggas. I'm a little bit tipsy, but I'm trying to get at is that Snoop did the same fucking thing in the movie with Cat Williams, the first one, the scary movie that Cat Williams did.
Yeah.
What was that?
Nah, I hear you, bro. But we talking about
What did he do?
I want to stick to what it is. It's like, do you guys have a problem for one? Like you say, you don't feel like it's an agenda.
No, he
But
didn't put it on a skirt. Nope.
Do you guys have an issue with or do you feel like they're? So you said it's not agenda, so we don't feel like they forcing these black men.
I think that there is an agenda at some level in some things. I think some people like Marlon Wayans, who wrote his own movie, White Chicks. I think Jamie Foxx, who wrote his own act of Wanda, or whatever her name was. Martin Lawrence, he had multiple different characters, male and female. Even what's his name? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's a little different though, but even Tyler Perry, I think they all intended it to be what it was, and it had nothing to do with Illuminati and all that other stuff.
Why is Tyler Perry different?
Because Tyler Perry was portraying characters. It wasn't just a woman. He got like 5 different characters of what he was for different things. So, I mean, I can't say it was necessarily forced because he came out with a persona of something that people related to, because it was like the grandma, the old lady, or whatever. And then he had the grandfather. Then he had the other characters, the mechanic, and all this stuff. So I think that was more. I think he was trying to spin off things like how Martin Lawrence had it back in the day,
like
not before Big Mama's House and before all that.
Right.
But I think it is intentionally done with some movies, with some people, as far as putting them in dresses. I think it is something.
One peanut butter.
Certain plateau. I think they do intend to put it in there to show you that we can put this nigga in a dress too. I think that could be something like that sometimes.
If you gonna, I'm gonna respond to the comment right. If you're gonna say a black man shouldn't wear a dress, then that means you think a man shouldn't wear a dress. Period. Shouldn't have to do no. I know you're standing up for the black man, which is cool, but ultimately a man shouldn't be wearing a dress for bread. Period.
At all. And I respect what I'm trying to say is that, can I ask that okay, like we all work where we work at, but what if, you know what, I'm gonna leave it where it is. You're right, bro.
Jordan, go ahead. You have something to say, Jordan?
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with what he said at the end, where he was saying, like, look at Robin Williams, for example, right? Like, he did that movie Miss Doubtfire, and he got praised for it. Like, oh wow, he's such a good actor, or whatever. You know, what a good movie. He's nominated, and nobody saying nothing then, right?
Right.
Got now a brother, and now it's like, oh well, he was forced to do it because, you know, Hollywood made him do it, or you know, I don't know, man.
Is that the same thing with how they throw how we use, like, our culture uses that Illuminati thing?
Right.
That's the thing. But if you look at it, so they say
and he's a great actor, black actor, a lead actor.
Right.
You think Denzel will be? Oh yeah, I wear it. I truly doubt it. But
I doubt it. But they say that if you wear a dress, this is what's supposed to get you to the elite status, right?
Allegedly.
But all this shit that, if you look at it, let's just take Martin for example. He went through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
He went through a bunch of bullshit, and you can look at him right now. He still ain't the same. So I don't know. In our eyes, he's elite, you know, as far as the black community. But I don't know how elite he is in Hollywood.
Who's that?
Martin Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
You crazy. Martin Lawrence got this shit, bro.
Something going on with Martin, man, and I know he had that heat stroke back in the days, but that was in like '99. So
now they said, remember that whole thing about him running out saying that they was trying to kill him. The people was trying to kill him because he wouldn't do something. Because he had an interview about that, and it was very cut short. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. He already wore a dress.
The comedy show.
But it wasn't about the dress with him. He was saying that they were trying to kill him.
They're trying to kill me.
They were saying the same thing with In Living Color, that once they reached a certain plateau in their network and they were obligated to so much money, that's when they turned on him.
Bill Cosby.
And they
NBC.
make more money. They make more money from them by running their reruns instead of letting them make more shows. So what they do is they stop them from filming, and they just pay them the residuals from the reruns, but don't let them make more shows. More shows make way more money than the residuals do.
I kind of feel like it's us, bro. Like once you grow up later, you learn the game. It's like Bill Cosby learned the game. He wanted to buy NBC, and then they said he a rapist going through certain type of shit. R. Kelly, we all seen the videotape with R. Kelly. I'm gonna leave where it is, but at least with Bill Cosby, I've never seen this nigga rape nobody, do no pissing and no shit. This nigga had enough money to buy NBC, bro, and they tried to fuck his life over.
Yeah, but you ain't never seen me piss on nobody either, but I have.
No, listen to me. We all real niggas. We all real niggas. You listen to me. We all real niggas. We done did some shit we shouldn't have did. But at the end of the day, bro, like, come on, bro. Like at the end of the day, we know we done did some shit we shouldn't have did. You're right. But come on, bro. Like Bill Cosby, they put this nigga in jail. Fought for his life, did all type of shit. Hell no, bro.
You know what, though, Gary? When it really boils down, real quick though, when it boils down, they can make the narrative of anything for anyone. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They can create a narrative to make you able to buy this because you just sold your song, and they say he's able to buy this and that, and this is why they stopped him. If they put it out there to the masses, they believe it. That's all it takes. So it could be a good or a bad narrative, and anybody can make that happen. So
no, all it takes. You're right, bro. I'm not trying to cut you off. You're right. Yeah. And I want you to understand what me and you that came from. All it takes is a motherfucker that has a bigger following, motherfucker believe in you, going through this type of shit. Nigga, your whole career is over.
That nigga lit, boy.
Hell yeah, I'm lit, nigga. I'm here with my niggas.
Every week.
R and following, nigga. Ain't no R and following.
Following.
That nigga talking about eyes closed and everything.
Hey, I follow y'all niggas. I'm for real. I follow y'all for real.
Oh my god. Okay, we about to end it. This is the last one, man. This was
man. We need two more. This shit going gravy.
This was funny to me.
Because he following us.
Following, nigga. I'm following y'all.
Okay,
that nigga loaded and grinning. I love it. He in a happy place. I love that shit.
No real shit. I told bro when he asked me how was my week, bro. I told him I'm feeling good.
Yeah, he did say that.
I was here
because I'm back, bro. And what I'm trying to say is that, the whole topic is self-hate. I'm gonna go through this, bro. I've been self-hating on myself, bro, from not letting go of past relationships. I've been self-hating on myself for not letting go of certain situations, and then I see God put me in a different situation. I gotta let go of certain shit. Self-hate. It's like, bro, like we all on here to promote white shit, bro. At the end of the day. Self-hate. Me, I know I've self-hated myself, bro. And I've been in a bind. And I've not been able to talk to y'all. But tonight, I've been able to be open and talk to y'all, bro, and I appreciate it. And that's the end. I'm gonna shut it down.
Practice self-love.
Yeah, Mari, I hate you, and I don't even know you, but I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody.
No, you don't. No, you don't, because you know what, bro?
Hey, Tron, you wrong for that, bro.
You paying?
Tron said, fuck all y'all. We gonna go to
Hey, this one right here was
You about to pay.
I'm about to pay. Give me the ticket.
I thought you were just playing.
I invited you out.
I'm sorry, give me a sec. I'm not used to paying. Like,
man, don't act like that, bro.
I'm just so used to always having to pay. You don't understand.
Don't start all that female stuff, bro.
I am a female.
Bro, chill out, bro.
Everywhere I go, when I'm with somebody, I'm always having to pay.
Trying to be nigga.
You don't. Are you for real?
Man, hurry up! I tell you one.
Okay, yeah. I just can't believe this. I should have got more food.
I'll buy you another water too.
Okay.
Hey, that shit was hilarious when it came.
Hey, why her orange strong as shit? Like
I read one of the comments. The comment said he about to let her put her boxes down.
Hell yeah. Hey, she wear underwear with dick holes in it.
Nigga, she got a strap on right there. She got hard.
She hard. She was hard to the motherfucker. You know what? The funny thing about that, and forgive me if it's any studs on here or femmes or whatever the hell y'all call yourself, I don't care. If y'all do y'all best to be more than a man, they try to dress nicer, the haircut be sharper, they trick harder and all that. So this thing that video from a real stud, because she is, and that's why she make funny videos about being a stud and coming out to your dad, all kind of shit. I think it's hilarious because that's so understanding that would happen, because if any of y'all know studs like I know some, they be the hardest tricks in the world. Like because I keep my bitch straight. Oh, they always popping bottles and spending money and all that because they trying to outdo the niggas. Like I could treat you better than that nigga can. So guess what? If she finally get treated to a meal and she cry, she got her coochie wet.
Do you feel like that? Okay, you're right.
Do that happen? Wow.
Yes, he not lying, nigga.
What you mean?
That's what I want to say. Like Marcus not lying, bro. A bitch that comes through there, stuff her pussy, lets her click.
Gay.
That ain't gay. That's a woman.
I know.
That's a woman. I seen the stud. I seen the stud
that
had her
shit on. If you get wet
and took her shit off and dressed like a girl, she's better than half the chicks I ever seen. But it's a woman. I don't give a fuck if she's shaving. Because just think about it. What's the difference in a regular woman shaving her head bald and a stud shaving her head bald? It's still a woman.
Would you feel the need to open the door for a stud? Like, you know.
Hell nah.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. The nigga said open up the door for the stud. The bitch is trying to put on a strap on to fuck your bitch.
I said this
and you fucking her harder than there. Come on,
All right, time to go.
We was moving these women, a woman and a stud, or two women, whatever. And I said it being funny, but she knew I was being funny. But she said, when y'all take the couches, just put them on this side. I said, you not helping? She said, I can't lift that heavy ass couch. I said, man up. And I looked at her like that, but I was being funny. And she laughed so hard because she was like, fuck you, bird. And she knew what I was like, nigga, if you're going to try to be us, nigga. Because I can't say it's too heavy, so you can't say it's too heavy, nigga. He was laughing so hard. But, I didn't mean no malice behind it, but hey.
Equality.
Equality. You want to be treated like this, nigga? I'm going to punch your ass.
You a nigga.
Wow.
Nah, that's funny, man. I just thought that was funny.
That shit was hilarious.
So would you take your homeboy out? Your home. Like,
ask that question again.
Could you be best friends with a stud? Like, could you be best friends with a stud?
That nigga said titties out.
I mean, it's a person. It's not no different. You know what? I gotta answer this honestly. If I met a stud, or whatever you want to call it, a woman, stud, whatever. If I met her and we became best friends because of her personality and all that, 100%, I'm not calling her bro. and I said to all I got like when I was at the car show the other day, I ran into you remember the gay chicks that came to us? My homegirl, they run this out here. They both old studs. They like 50-something-year-old studs. I've never called them bro. They call each other bro because niggas like us and all that other shit. I'm not calling you no nigga. I ain't calling you my brother. I'm gonna respect you for who you are, but I'm not calling you no dude. Like, I'm not about to even dumb my own vocabulary down by calling a woman a man.
I think if y'all had a real like a friendship or y'all hung around so much, I think y'all language would kind of intertwine. Y'all would start. Y'all would start. I don't know.
I just know me.
Hey, I call my mama bro.
Hey, your mama used to be a gangbanger, you said. So that's realistic.
I call my mama bro. That's funny.
I call my mama. I call my daddy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My father was old as fuck. I was 3 years ago or 2.5, 3 years ago. My daddy died. I call my daddy still. I'm a grown ass man with children, and I say, "What's up, daddy? What's up?" I never thought it was nothing weird about it. And then my cousin told his son, after y'all turn like 7 or 8, you don't call me daddy, you call me father or whatever, dad. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. That's my daddy. At his funeral, I was like, yeah, my daddy.
How y'all feel about that? That's interesting. That's interesting. How y'all feel about that? The rest of the
that's the relationship you have between you and your pops.
Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna call no other nigga daddy though. If a nigga be like, yeah, they call me T daddy. Man, I'll slap you.
What about you, Jordan? Because I know the other niggas don't got no. They like me. Not that they don't got them, but they like. I mean,
Hey, wait! Not to get on that. You remember the first time you met my dad?
Who, me?
Remember me, you, and I think it was Gary Jackson. Somebody. Remember we was in the store in Altadena, and we walked by
My nigga Gary.
or the 300. And I was like, "What's up, James?" And I said, "What's up, Dad?" And Gary was like, "Why you call that nigga Dad?" I said, "That was my dad." And he was like, "You know your dad?" I was like, he's like, "Nah." and then I remember when Cuz met his daddy when his daddy came over there.
Nah, Gary, he always knew his dad.
No, he knew his daddy, but I'm saying like he wasn't there. But when Cuz walked up, I was looking at him like that nigga looked just like Gary. He was like, "Nigga, that is Gary."
Nah, his dad was around. His mom. It was his mom that.
No, I know, but I'm saying I had never met him, so I didn't know he knew him. And then he just walked up one day, like, "Hey, you got $20?" I was like,
I do think it's your relationship. Though. What about you, Jordan?
As far as what relationship with my father?
Yeah, do you have one?
Yeah, of course I got one. We're cool.
No, not do you have a father, but do you have a relationship with him?
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, man, not as growing up, we were never really close, and unfortunately, we only got close when I got older and started drinking and smoking weed. He would do that on the weekends, right? But he was more like, hey, look, I provide for you, I take care of you, and that's it. Yeah, I'm a good dad. So there was really no like affection. You know what I mean? No love.
Right. No father-son bond.
Right. Yeah. And to me, it was like, well, fuck it. I guess that's what it is. But now that I have my children, I have to break that cycle. You know what I mean? I tell my son, till this day, bro, I do not remember my father telling me I love you. I cannot remember.
Damn.
Wow.
I remember that. I tell my son every day, hey, son,
I love you.
And
that's important, bro.
It feels good. You know what I mean? And I want him to have a relationship with me where he can talk to me about anything.
But
hold on. I appreciate what bro told me. It's like I did that with my own kids, and then
hold on. Tell me. I call my mommy.
Yeah.
You got it, bro. Run it.
I don't know what this nigga talking about down right underneath me, this nigga. But I love that you said that. For me, my whole childhood up until I had a kid, my dad told me he loved me all the time, and I never believed it. I never once believed it. Then we got into it. He went to prison, whatever. He went away. I was like, fuck him. And then I had a kid, and then my dad got out the pen, and when he held my daughter, and they was bonding, he looked at me. He was like, "Damn, son, you're gonna be a great father." And I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna be better than me because you got it in you. You're amazing, whatever." And he said, "I love you." That was the first time I ever felt like he really, really loved me. When I was like 20 something, and I had Kiara. He was a newborn baby. That was the first time ever. That nigga told me not that nigga, but my dad. I'm sorry, I said that nigga like. But my dad told me he loved me all the time, and I never believed it. Never in my life. It didn't feel like anything, When he told my sisters and my other brothers, it felt like something. To me, it didn't feel like nothing. So I never really, I just shrugged it off like whatever.
The crazy part is
it felt good,
My wife probably got a better relationship to my father than I do. And that's the crazy part. And that was only for a short amount of time. Like probably as a kid, I don't even remember that, like 3 years old, but 26 was probably the first time I really, really met my father.
Yeah.
26 years old. And then he moved out here and he was staying with my sister when Michelle was staying with her at the same time. So she probably got a better relationship with him than I did. And then he passed away, but I didn't have no feelings. Even when he was out there, I was already grown. I'm like, shit, I don't have no type of thing to try to gain some relationship with you right now. It's not too late, but I'm grown now.
I feel you on that one.
How do you feel right now? Like, how do you feel right now as a grown man that you done went through all the shit you went through? Like, but even though you're a successful man, but you still miss your father's presence.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't realize the effect it had on me until I had my own kids.
Yep.
Come on, bro. No, hold on. He not lying,
Hold
bro.
on, talking about, I agree with you with that one because my oldest son Xavier, he was like, Dad, who's your dad?
Come
Who
on,
was your
nigga.
grandfather?
Yeah,
And it hurt me because I'm like, damn, you can go to my sisters and ask her kids, like, your grandfather, they gonna say yes. But you
but
ask
just
my kids, they
the
don't know their
But when
relationship.
you
grandfather.
ask me, there's a different opinion. There's a different perspective when you try to come through and try to give him the answer. And that's what I'm trying to show people is that us as men, like you said, your sister has a different perspective. But us as men, it's like, nigga, there's something in my soul that I'm missing. At least for me. I ain't gonna speak of everybody that's on here. There's
No,
something
that's right.
for me that's
The
missing, bro.
relationship I'm building with my kids right now, and the genuine love I'm getting as being a father, that's something that you realize
You
that you
built.
miss.
There's something that you built.
You miss growing up because
No, for
that
sure.
wasn't there.
Well, I tell y'all what, if y'all do have a father, or you're able to find your father or deal with your father, man, make amends and have whatever type of connection or relationship you can have. Because from the time my daughter was born to the time my daughter died, my father was one of my favorite people because I had a different relationship and a different understanding. But I hate to say it, but I hated my father from birth till that day. And I don't know why. I never really understood. I just didn't really like him. I didn't enjoy his presence. Like when he would come around, I just felt angry. I didn't want to.
It's because of what your mama put in you.
My mom, never say that. My mom put no hate, no disrespect about my
At
father.
all.
My mother
At all.
never mentioned my father in a negative light ever in my life.
At all.
Never.
My mom's
My
never
mom
did
didn't
it.
do it either.
That wasn't it at all. But
No disrespect to you. That's just my bad. My bad. No
no, it's
disrespect
all
to
good.
your mama.
I know a
I'm
lot
going
of
through it.
people
Maybe
did.
my life.
But no,
Maybe my life. My bad.
my mom said, "That's your father." That's what she said. My mom, I knew my dad growing up. I could see him when I went to him or when I went to his area or whatnot. But he wasn't present physically or financially or nothing. But we could see him, we could talk to him, holler at him here and there. But once I got older, I realized I was so much like him, and I think that's why I disliked him because I wanted to be so much different than him. But I had so much.
I agree with you on that one. I
Once we
agree with you
became closer,
on that.
I realized I had a lot of this nigga in me, and I'm like, damn, that's why I
Exactly.
act like this. That's
But
why.
okay, you're right.
But you know what the funny part about it? Remember, all three of you guys came to my stepfather's house, and then I think when you had the gun, and they was like, nigga, you can't bring that in the house.
Yeah.
And the funny part about that was, I think,
No, I was kidding.
I think Summer at the time, she was like, why do your stepdad act more like a dad than your own dad?
Who said that?
Summer. But this is the time when I think Summer and I was together.
Well, a man in your life is the man in your life. He don't have to birth you to be your father. I
Say
learned that.
Say that shit again.
Let me say this because I don't want to spend too much.
Decent
But
person that I really appreciated growing up for some years, and I respected him, even though he had his own things going on. She had hers, but I respected him in that light. I mean, he wasn't my father or my stepfather, but I had a lot of respect for him and admiration for him as a man and a model figure for me to look up to.
Right.
Well,
can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can hear you, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Just coming from my point of view, like everybody pretty much know I don't have a relationship with my father. Don't know him. Never saw him. Never met him. No picture. No nothing. Don't even know what he looked like. So. But that being said, I would say, like how you said, if you do have a father or you know where your father is, try to establish what you can with that person, because I went through those different emotions too, as far as hate, love, and then now it's to the point to where I know that that's something I want to kind of accomplish in my life. Even if he's passed,
I'm good.
Even if he's not just to have a relationship with him, but I would love to talk to him. But if he's not alive, I would love to even see a picture just to know where I come from.
It's close.
But can I ask a question? Everybody that's on here, what if you can't talk to your family? What if you can't talk to them?
Are they alive?
No. Let's go back to the point where bro get on me. When I said on the song, if heaven had a phone, I'll tell them how I'm getting along. Like, what if your parents is not here, bro? You done grew up and had to go through this shit. There's nobody else there. Like your brother and sister is not at your point, but then you have to go through this shit. It's not no shit, but like this shit helps me. But what if there's nobody else there, bro? Like you're the oldest in your family, but you're looking for guidance, bro, and you're trying to be the best you can be.
Talk to God, bro. Talk to a counselor. Seriously though, talk to God. You got to talk to God about everything. Because I was, you know what my daughter told me? I'm sorry, Weiss, I know you're trying to get on. My daughter told me when my dad died, or my grandmother, when she died right before my dad died, and I was crying one day because I just couldn't hold it in. And I was like, I said, I want to talk to my grandma so bad. She said, talk to her. I said, well, she's in heaven. I can't just talk to her. And she said, but if you talk to God, she can hear you.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I want to put this part in the last part. The birth of the phoenix.
What?
Sometimes the birth of the phoenix.
Time out, bro. All right. Hey, mute his mic. Mute it.
Damn, bro.
Tron,
I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut it down. Y'all got it.
You can still let him get his shit off, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, let him get off. That shit threw me up, but
I started thinking about X-Men. My bad.
The birth of the phoenix is when you die in a past life or relationship and you're reborn.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that, bro, that we go through shit in life, but sometimes we think that it's a bad situation, but we're reborn in that situation. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's it.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
I just say,
saying,
man.
Weiss?
Now I was just gonna say, if you can establish some kind of relationship, or at least to talk to them, get that closure in your life, because if not for you, for your kids, their grandkids, at least so they can know where they come from. And even I speak to any
I'm
women
good.
that's in the chat. Please try to help if you can in any way. Allow your kids to see their fathers, or vice versa.
That's important.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Just for them, just so they can have that, at least allow them that time, and then they can decide what they want to do after that. Like, you grown now, you saying I'm good. At least you have that choice, and I'm sure you always had that choice. All I'm saying is give them that choice. You know what I mean?
Well, question for you, Antron.
Yeah.
You said about your father, and you have children now, and I'm sure you're a great father. You want to be the best dad that you can be to your kids, right? So I'm sure by you not having that growing up, it must be a real good feeling that you can be a great dad to your kids.
Yeah.
So they always gonna have a dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to
it's
me,
a great feeling. It's a great feeling, but that I had to also like keep it real with myself and understand that from not having that type of figure in my life, even a male figure like that in my life, I was missing that emotional connection with a man. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that I had to kind of learn and teach myself do as a father, because I have boys, so I had to kind of give them what I never had, and I'm still working on it, man. It's a
teaching them how to walk.
Yeah.
But it's only one thing. It's one thing about him as a father that I don't like. It's only one thing. I love everything about Antron as a father. I mean, everything. I watched him from literally the first child. Literally. I sleep on the floor half the time. When they had the first one, I didn't even change the diaper too, probably back in the day. But the one thing I don't like about as a father, he cut their hair and he be fucking them kids' heads up.
I agree. I agree with that bullshit.
Kids, I love my
Aryan came with a
I seen one with a mohawk.
I said, what happened?
One had a mohawk and the other one had a little boosie fade. I said, that's a boosie fade. That's not a boosie fade.
That way, when the other one said fucking
the other one said fucking dreads.
Hey, but it looked good when it grew back in though. It looked good.
Remember me like when they had a hairline is bad. They gonna be like, my dad used to cut my. I'm gonna come up one way or another.
Antron is an amazing father, man. I love seeing him as a father because of the shit we used to talk about when we were teenagers, not having our fathers there and present, and we used to just talk about shit. Then when he, of course, became a father first, I got to watch the basics of becoming a father, the beginning of the shit. So I got to learn from that. So when I did have a kid, I added a lot of that into mine. You know, how him and his wife, work together to do stuff. And shit, half the time, me and him would be with the baby sometimes if she had to go do something. And I'd be like, man, this dude diaper smell like a grown dude diaper. You know what I'm saying? So, and try and get on him. You know what I'm saying? And he little dude running around. Now he taller than all of us on this podcast. So, that was cool to watch. So yeah, hats off to all the dads, because that shit is real work.
For sure.
Real work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad Amari kids don't look like him, because boy,
the fuck he don't.
Here's something. It's been on my phone for 5. Since I met y'all, it's probably been like
There's
6
Bryant. Go Cowboys.
to say break generational curses. Quit yelling at your kids before they go to bed and expect them to sleep well. Quit yelling at your kids in the morning right after they wake up before school and expect them to have a good day. You set the tone for your children. You set the tone for you set the tone for your voice. They will always remember in their heads. You become their inner voice. Don't be their inner critic. Speak life, speak love, speak bravery, kindness and hope. Speak wisdom and truth. Most of all, listen to your children.
And when I wake up
never
in the
had none of
morning,
that.
I know
I get
y'all
that to
think I'm
mine.
crazy.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
And
My bad,
that's
my
my
bad,
number
my
one
bad.
priority. I follow that. That's how I break it. And so when I do it, I live it. I live it.
See what I'm trying to say? Give me my morning. Hold on. Like, bro, every morning when I wake up in the morning, I tell my kids, what are you? A champion, a leader, successful, handsome, athlete. I believe in myself. I love myself every day. Every day, bro. When I wake up in the morning, I tell them what he tell them, what he preaching is right, bro. You tell your kids that shit gonna happen for them.
Uplift them.
Come on, bro.
Those
And
are
I
called daily
appreciate it.
affirmations. Those are affirmations. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing to give a child. You know, I have daughters, so I try my best to watch my tone with certain days, especially at night or in the morning, but really in the morning. Like when I worked in California, where I worked for MTA, my daughter was really little. And I remember sometimes I would go to work and it'd be dark. So she was still asleep, and then I'd come home from work, she'll be going to bed or getting ready for bed. And I hated that shit. That shit was one of the biggest downfalls of having a great job or career, was because I was missing out on the regular things, like couldn't see her off to school. I couldn't make sure her day was prepared the right way. She was in good spirits. I couldn't do none of that. And that bothered me for years working there. And then when I stopped working there, that was one of the biggest great feelings that I had, that I was able to wake her up, get her day started, mess with her when she brushing her teeth in the morning, making sure we, put on our smell good and all that, and go to school and watch her skipping to school. But I knew it was because I helped her get her day started. And that's something I do every day now. It's such a big deal. Like, even if I can't see them after school, of course I can now, it's different. But for a while when when I was working a regular job, I always made sure I had a schedule I could take them to school, because I felt like starting the day off good, I would set the tone for them and what they do, or help them set their tone for what they would do and how they be throughout the day. They still might have a bad day here or there because of one thing or another, but realistically, it was a better chance of having a good day than it was of having a bad day because of how they started.
I'm going in the morning.
It's not a bad day of what you went through, bro. It's just a point in your life that you had a moment. The moment. You cannot let that moment go on for the rest of your day, the rest of your life. It's just a moment.
Facts.
I'm going in the morning. I'm home in the afternoon, so I see them when they get here. But I still call them before they go to school.
Yeah.
And everything that Des Bryant was saying is all facts.
Man.
But it's the kids and it's the whole household. Everybody got to have good energy in here. You teaching it to the kids and your lady, your partner, whoever.
Verbal abuse, man. Verbal abuse is as bad as physical abuse to a child.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I grew up in a household, bro, where the money issues or the bills somehow it was my fault. And it's like I think about that stuff now, right? And
wow,
can you imagine if I can't pay my light bill and I go take it out on my son and daughter? That's some horrible shit.
It happens though.
It does, but I'm saying, like, that's we're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? And I think as a father, you gotta control shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, that shit crazy.
That's what the leader is. This is what I wanted. I wasn't able to get on last week, but I still chimed in. And that's what the leader is supposed to be. It ain't domestic shit. The leader of the household is supposed to keep the energy at a good state.
Thanks.
I say this. Could I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I think once I got my youngest son, and That's why I haven't been able to do the podcasts for the last couple of nights because as soon as I got them, they
Podcast.
put me on knocks.
Take the
I mean,
S off of that.
they put me on
I
nights,
didn't even
right?
say the S.
What?
I said podcast. Just take the S off of that. You don't need the extra S.
Yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is. But it's funny because it's like like Alex was
That nigga
saying
had
about
hey, that S was long. Yes.
No, hey, bro.
I
He
don't even know
talking
what to
about
say
some
with
real
that.
shit. Let him speak. Let him speak.
Yeah, what City said. Y'all better listen to City. But anywho, it's funny what Alan was saying about the energy. When I didn't take my son to school, or when I took him to school, he had a better demeanor. When I took him to school, but when I pick him up for school, he has even better because it's like, oh, my dad is at home. I have a support system at home. I feel comfortable. I feel safe that my dad is with me at home. Then me just dropping him off. When he get home, he don't see me. He get up at 2:30. I don't go in at 2, and I don't get home to 10:30. So the whole time, he feel a certain type of way. Like, damn, he don't have that comfort, that safe space when I'm not here. But now that I'm here, it's a different feel. It's a different him, and that's funny to me because it's like you don't think about that type of stuff until you're dealing with it. I mean, in real time.
But yeah, us as parents, we sometimes overlook raising our kids with the idea that us going to work and making sure they have clothes, shoes, food, and all that is raising them. That's a part of it. Our interaction, our love, our compassion, our conversations, our sitting at the table eating dinner or breakfast. All of that has to do with raising our kids. And a lot of us fell into those things of at some point probably fell into that part of, taking care of the household, and that's raising them. We come home and go to sleep. Or we
Nah.
come home, we don't want to be bothered. We want to sit on the couch and watch basketball or football or whatever. And we had to understand that all of that is part of raising your kid. Taking care of
shit, bro. It's like
mentally,
you're right.
But you know
crazy.
what's the funniest part is? You can buy the most expensive shit for your kids. You don't give a fuck about that shit.
That's crazy that you said that.
The only thing they care about is your
bro.
time and your energy. Because at the same time, you can go buy them whatever else, and then they're not gonna remember the shit, but they gonna remember the time that you sat there and watched the movie. They gonna remember the time that you even was going off on them.
Man, little kids play with the boxes the toys was in.
Exactly, more than they play with the toy.
All right, Alan, last thing. I got one more thing, and then we're gonna end it after this. Go ahead.
How
Alan.
you gonna have one more thing? It ain't just your
No,
podcast.
I got one more video to react to.
We vibing right now. What's the next topic? You can't
I
shut it down.
was just saying that it's crazy that he said that. Like how we get tired, we come home and shit. I was just talking to my kids last night about that. I said, I don't, because they considering me being tired. So they kind of like leave me alone when I get home. I said, no, I want you to bother me. If I come home, just come and talk. If you want to talk, just come and talk. I don't care about you bothering me.
And that shows me that at the end of the day, you want to come communicate with me. You love me. You care about me, bro. And all that hard work I'm doing, no matter my 9 to 5 year,
you pay yourself off.
I never thought about that. So you probably need to because they get used to your schedule like you do, and they kind of know like, oh, he's tired.
They know. Okay,
they just watching, so they like, yeah, he tired. Let me leave him alone. But it is good to probably go to them and let them know, hey, I'm here.
That's their pocket. That's their pocket, bro. They know I need to talk to Pops right now in my pocket.
Yeah.
You just say he's tired going through here, but they know their pocket, bro.
I'll fall asleep.
Okay, I got one more video we can react to. This was funny to me. One more video. This was funny to me, man. We'll end it right here.
Man, how did you manage, to have a career and have no injuries? The funny thing about it is I had home remedies that I used. Nobody believed me. I used to get urine.
Where that urine from?
Y'all stay with me now. I used to get urine.
Whoa. Time. I need
warm it up. Really
where it from? Who urine? Yours?
If it wasn't enough of mine, I would have to get my teammates' urine. I put my ankle that's swollen or the one that's sprained, warm it up really hot, sit my foot in the urine. If I sprain my ankle on the Wednesday and we played Sunday, by the time I got to Friday, I was able to do that fast walk through practice on Friday and play the game fully healthy Sunday.
Hot piss?
I'm gonna miss that game.
He said I'm gonna miss that game.
I don't know.
I'm good. I ain't got nothing to say on that one.
My question is, how the fuck did you know it worked in the first place? Because That ain't some niggas just be like, hey man,
a doctor
Okay,
probably
okay,
checked.
just want to know how did he
let's
get that
go
much
here.
piss?
Let's go.
How
We
you get
all
that much
grown,
piss?
man. Y'all, he left it for me. I'm gonna put it right here. Like, come on, bro. Like, you, fuck it. My girl in the shower. You never pissed on no bitch. You ever did no like what I'm trying to say.
that's a totally different thing though. I've done. I was actually about to say that. I used to do that all the time in the shower. I still, if somebody get in there with me and they be like,
We
"Is it
all did. No, I ain't talking about no shower. I'm talking about like
We all did.
I
Y'all be
gotta
pissing
use
on.
the word. Hold
We
on, bro.
all ain't did a damn
Whites.
thing.
I ain't gonna fuck with the channel. So
You
what I'm
talking
trying to say,
about golden
like,
showers,
you,
right? You talking about golden
you,
showers?
you
I didn't drench
intimacy. Hold on. You intimacy, Netflix and chill.
Nah.
It will be a little bit deeper after.
Mute his mic again. Mute his mic.
We hot pissing and chilling.
No, I ain't said it.
Y'all some wild boys, man. I ain't pissing.
I'm a
on
wild
nobody in
mother.
the shower,
Hey, Tron, mute his
you
mic for 2
have
minutes.
never hold on. It's bro's channel. You have never urinated in no bitch mouth. God damn, I fucked up.
All right.
Bro.
You know what?
Tron, I
Oh my
told you to
God,
mute that man
I'm a
mic.
clench my pearls.
On everything.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all,
When
man.
you go to Instagram, this gonna be the part that you put on. I fucked up.
How did we go from urine on the feet to pissing in the bitch mouth?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, back to the original thing. I don't think I could put another nigga piss in a cup and put my foot in there.
I just want to know how he got that much piss.
But here's the thing. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking piss. Like, how you just saving piss? What if somebody go in your refrigerator and get ready to drink it thinking it's some Kool-Aid or
Apple
something?
juice.
That's fucking gross. But the thing about it is, that's a lot of fucking piss to gather.
That's what I just said.
Be big enough to put your whole foot in that.
Your whole foot.
But
I think Ocho's just talking.
Not really.
Yeah, Ocho. I think he's talking a lot of shit, man.
But for making that kind of money, if that's the remedy they had to do, I think I would have did it because, seriously, if you're injured, you don't play. Think about with athletes, your injuries dictate your future. So if I had to put my foot in a cup of piss or a hot bag of piss,
I'm retired. I'm retired.
Okay, bro, put me back in. Hold on. Ask your question.
Hey, so let me ask you a question.
He can sit there and just put him on mute.
Did you kiss her after you pissed in her mouth?
I didn't say nothing about no kissing, eating pussy, and ass and that. All I'm trying to say is answer the first question.
Did you kiss her after you pissed
John,
her
I'm telling you, put that man on mute.
Nah, for real though, because I gotta go, man. My wife home. I'm trying to,
Man, we
but
don't care
nah,
about that.
for
We
real.
on the podcast.
Hey, you was off today, wasn't you, Tron? No, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Hey, bro, got the honey pack. He ain't knocking that.
What they
They say he got the honey pack.
Bro, I told you to mute this man's mic.
That nigga need to watch more TV is what he need to do. He need to stay on the podcast longer so they won't have another baby.
Hey, you right. Look, Marcus, you right.
Hot sauce. Ricky, I see you say Dave Chappelle didn't do it. He definitely did. Scott, I seen you correctly. He definitely did wear a dress on the Howard Stern show. I saw that. Hurt my heart that he did it. But
you said cool, Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. But hey man, again, y'all, I really appreciate y'all, man, for coming back. This was a good podcast. I wanted to start it off with the self-hate thing because I feel like, we like to have fun and have the spicy topics and all that and relationship shit and all that. But sometimes we got to deal with the real issues in our community. So I don't want to bypass that shit, man. I want to be had a hard conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. So we did that a little bit. We touched on it. I appreciate y'all for joining, man. This shit is every Thursday at 6 p.m. right now, until we do more streams. So,
what's her name at? She should have been on the show.
Who was that?
That little bald-headed girl. She wasn't bald-headed for real, but I kept calling her bald-headed. I don't know her name. It was two of them.
April?
And April, yeah. Lakeisha and April. They was cool.
Hey, one thing for show, podcast.
Oh, that was her that was talking?
Next Thursday, we popping.
Yeah, but nah, man. God willing, next Thursday, man.
Did we get to tell each other what self-hate was or what we thought it was?
Again,
come on, bro. Come on.
He wasn't on.
Everything we talked
about.
Amari,
I got a question, Amari. Why do you be so close to the camera, bro?
I'm tired.
He laying on his stomach with his feet up. He laying on his stomach with his feet up.
Back up too far.
I seen
He dying right there.
And you laid across your bed with your legs doing this and shit. Like, come on, man.
Shit, goddamn.
That got his foot in the air, whittling his toes
on the
and
couch.
The nigga toes is doing this.
Yeah.
You need to do your beard like this and keep going.
Shit.
And they say they curl like they curling.
Hey, y'all just mad that none of y'all got a beard like mine. Nigga, fuck all you.
We don't want a beard like that. If I get a beard like that, then I got to get a ponytail like that. I don't want one of those.
God damn, this shit funny.
Y'all both got the same hairline. He just got 2 braids on.
Hey, bro.
I was about to say the same thing.
Hey, this shit funny than a motherfucker.
Ever since wife found out you can spray your hairline on, people talking shit like that was normal.
Marcus went bald. Hey, Marcus went bald for 10 years.
Like
and came back with hair. He went bald for 10 years and came back with a haircut like he was Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, what the fuck? You could grow hair, nigga. He like
this is the same hair I had back in the day, even when I had braids.
I just like the bald head. I'm like, nigga, he
same
really
head.
went bald for 10 years.
Yeah, you know what?
He went revert.
The women love the bald head. That's why
He
I
went
had
reverse
a bald
Steve
head.
Harvey and shit.
It wasn't because I couldn't grow hair. It's because the women like the bald and the beard. So that's what I want.
Come on, Marcus.
That's it. They like the bald and the beard. I can't help it.
Oh, he was a Jerry Kiss.
Era, you know.
So that's why you out here. So you allowing the women to do anything. I heard you. All
They
right, man. Next
dictate
Thursday.
your
goddamn. All right,
Next
You see, I got the
Thursday.
little design and shit.
You let
now.
niggas walk. Oh hell no.
Jewelry on and shit.
Hey, Tron, don't you got design in your head too, Tron?
Hey, Antron, I'm trying to get where you and him and y'all.
No, I don't.
I'm trying to find me a wife. I'm trying to
Hey,
find
Tron,
me
take the hat off, Tron.
somebody
Let's
I
see.
can come home to.
Oh, goddamn.
Somebody I can sit at the table and do this.
Design, nigga.
Somebody told bro to take off the motherfucking hat. You can't do that.
Don't take off the hat, bro.
Huh?
Cuz know how he used to be at the barber college in Long Beach. Don't act like it took him.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I got to turn off the phone.
Now you get personal. Now you get personal.
Cuz line used to go like that.
That's your personal.
Straight to the sideburn.
Why is the hairline such a big thing for us and all of us over 35 receding?
Hey, that's a real shit. Can I was about to say, bro,
receiving that 25.
like, yo, we old, bro. Like, all of us trying to hold on to the hairline.
My shit is straight.
You gotta
My shit
speak
is
to
just
yourself, bro. With that.
Hey, tell the dude in the yellow shirt, ain't he only 30?
Hey, that's
Alan shit was great when I met him. Alan was like Morgan Freeman when I met him. You know, he was already old.
Oh God, Jesus.
He was already old. He was already old. As shit.
That nigga was old. This is a 60-minute song, nigga. I know.
That nigga was on Lean On Me. By
that nigga said they used to call me out. Now they call me Batman.
When you are not strong.
Yeah.
Hey, women love
That
the
nigga went gray.
Look,
That nigga went gray. Hey, you went gray. I didn't even notice. I'm like, oh shit.
I went gray when that second kid turned 6. Now
Hey, that's when I met Alan when he played and Lean On Me.
It's time to go to bed.
All right, nah, but for real, man, y'all, I appreciate y'all again, man. God willing, we'll see each other next week, man. I'm gonna try to make some clips of this, share it, man. We, like I said, we building, man. Come back, help us build this mug, man. If y'all got any topics for next week, y'all can shoot them. I mean, you know, I just be finding things I like to talk about, man. So that's how I come up with the subjects. If y'all want to shoot some stuff or have some important subject y'all want to go over, shoot it, man, and we'll do it. You know, I want everybody input and because
come on, nigga. One thing for sure, podcast, nigga. Let's go.
Y'all might have some things on y'all mind that I ain't thought of. So, yeah, man. God willing, next Thursday, 6 p.m. Man, I'll see y'all.
All right, later.
All right,
let's go, bro.
All right, ugly Negroes.